Have you been crying like a bitch over Elon Musk? Do you find yourself sobbing at the thought of your taxpayer-funded transgender basket weaving club losing its funding? You may be suffering from a common condition known as libtardism-induced meltdown. But don't worry, there's help. Introducing Grow-A-Pair, the revolutionary prescription solution designed to help you accept reality. With just one dose a day, you'll start to understand that tax dollars aren't meant for gender numeral electric vehicle startups in Vietnam. After taking Grow-A-Pair, you may notice life-changing improvements, such as smaller man boobs, the ability to fund your own transgender basket weaving without relying on Uncle Sam, and a newfound indifference to the defunding of the U.S. Department of Slope Sidewalk Studies. Grow-A-Pair won't solve all your problems, but it can help you stop fixating on who's going to pay for DEI pudding packs in Cambodia.
Side effects may include dry mouth, increased common sense, employment, smaller man boobs, and lower taxes.
Ask your doctor if Grow-A-Pair is right for you, because adulting is hard, but it doesn't have to be.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome once again to another Late Night with Adonis Paul. This time it is your very special big Saturday night, Late Night with Adonis Paul for the 15th of February in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2025. I'm Adonis Paul, your entertainment director here at Adonis Paul's Pleasure Palace, Hotel, Casino, Resort, and Gun Range, where I endeavor to present the world's greatest live animated clip show that you can catch for free on social media. Late Night. Broadcast live as always from fabulous Los Tejas. Don't listen to Laura Izaguirre. It's not a white supremacist gang, it's the location of a cartoon casino. She's just really stupid. We have to feel sorry for Laura Izaguirre for being, she's neurodivergent. It's not her fault. Which means she cannot be held accountable for her behavior because she has self-diagnosed herself as tarded. It's a very sad situation, ladies and gentlemen. But not as sad as my financial situation. That's right. It's bad out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. And that's why I come to you hat in hand every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday to try to scrape up $200. And we do it most nights, too. Believe it or not, we do it. And we do it with your help, a little at a time, at streamelements.com/see link in the description. And my Ko-Fi. And of course, those Rumble rants until the 19th when we go back over to the main channel. New videos to watch. Old audience just waiting for us. But we here in the Rumble chat and here on the Chat and Small channel, we know Late Night never really went anywhere. Those other fuckers are going to be like, where'd you go, AP? We're going to make fun of those assholes. If they leave, they leave. They weren't built for this shit. They weren't built for the mobile infantry. And that's why I'm giving you and not them a taste of things to come.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Switching it up a little bit tonight, we're going to watch a little Bill Maher in the first of the show, and I know you guys are going to hate that. We have some news after that. USAID dollars for cleaning Cambodian mines. That's the new NBC opt to try to get you to give a fuck that we're not giving away trillions of dollars to foreign countries. Road rage follows that, and then we take a look at the disgusting ways some people live. After that, we have politics. We're going to talk to Ben Stiller, because why the fuck not? Then after politics, we have immigration and trans issues. I know we love our trans issues out there. Very important stuff. Retail madness follows that, and then we got some very bad baby mama drama. We go around the world to Australia, Canada, to Chile, to Great Britain, Germany, New Zealand, and then we come back and talk about fat people. Now, once you're done knocking one out to that, we do Women's Rage, and then we have an amazing, looks like Jeff Vader sent a video. He said it was a breaking news story we had to take a look at.
Length during a party just weeks before the murders. Front and center of the police attention was Tiffany Williams.
She looks familiar. I dated a Tiffany once.
A girl who had overheard the start of the attack.
Yeah.
Police would interview
Wow, she really does look familiar.
Tiffany several times, along with 17-year-old
Have we seen her before?
Zachary Burkett, who had gone with Tiffany to the house 2 hours after receiving the troubling call.
I feel like I've been there. Everything about wow, that's weird. You ever feel like you're having deja vu for no reason at all?
At the time of the interviews, Tiffany was pregnant to a man named AP. AP was the ex-boyfriend of a girl called
Hush up, little girl. A lot of cats got that name. Okay, this just in. We're going to do an arrest video. A road-raging couple thinks they are completely untouchable. Wow. That's going to be so amazing. We're going to forget everything. The idea even of that is so amazing. We're just going to forget about everything that happened before it. That taste of things to come never happened. Holy shit. And you know who else tastes my cum? Leaf, who's going home tomorrow, and it makes me very, very sad. I'm a little depressed. I shed a couple tears. I'm not too much of a man to say I shed a couple tears earlier. She didn't know it. I would never let her see it, but it happened. Because that's what men do. We cry by ourselves. In the closet. AP's in the closet. No, I'm really sad to see her go. But I'm excited to begin the next phase of our lives where we get to move her down here and I can make a good woman out of her. That's right, as opposed to a Canadian woman. Which probably won't matter soon because as time rolls on and more people are over the shock of Trump talking all this shit about Canada, now that the shock is set in, people are looking at the real pros and cons of it, and they're like, yeah, you're fucked without America. Why aren't you one of our states? You cannot survive. You have the GDP of Mississippi. You know that, right? Yeah, stay quiet. Stay quiet. Hey. Don't you ignore me when I'm shit-talking your country, okay? You pay attention. And before you think about shit-talking America, you remember how many guns are in this house. I can always get another Canadian. They're begging to come over here right about now. Our money's worth more. We have Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Chick-fil-A, baby. Sam says, we want Canada, we just don't want Canadians. Oh, that's a terrible thing to say about all those nice Indian people. Closer thinks it's adorable when Leaf giggles. Well, if you'd like to make Leaf giggle, you can be like Anonymous, who came in the last show. We're going to kick it off tonight with the 10 that he threw in. Didn't catch this, but apparently he came in after the show. He said, Mersh had the hots for Leaf. He had the caddy repoed and lost his waifu. Shit won't stand. Sometimes people say things, and I don't really know what the fuck they mean by them. But it still touches my heart that you reached out and gave me $10 to say that. I'm happy to say that. I didn't really follow that. I got the Mersh had the hots for Leaf part, and then the caddy repoed and lost his waifu. I want you to know I respect you. And thank you very, very much for that 10. I don't know what the fuck he just said, but he reached out and touched my heart. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. Goes out to you.
Whoa! Alicia.
Thank you, Grandma. Let's go over to Rumble and see what's going on. Gentleman Cringe out there. What's going on, Cringe? Kanuka Stanny joining us out there. Sinrise, Truckful of Chunts. Danny Saint, the great Danny Saint out there, giving us a salute. Oh, shit. Okay, the last show was Thursday. All right, cool. I was like, I didn't change out the Rumble Wednesday dancers. But in fact, I did. We had appropriate dancers Thursday. Yeah, just checking. You can never be too careful out here, man. Popping back over to Rumble. Looks like I had a buckaroonie come in. From Deus Ex Machina Prime says, working on the Sabbath indeed. Well, no, I mean just on the beginning of the Sabbath. And then tomorrow I have to leave off at the airport very early. Come back here for a couple hours. Then I have to drive a couple hours away to go hang out with my kids. So I'm just going to be driving around very fucking tired all day. And then I'm going to get home and go to sleep tomorrow. That's the plan. That's my Sunday, bro. So yeah, I guess kind of working. RP Haven's the one for a buckaroonie says, the Masons' plan involved us making a patsy out of Donald Trump, and then after dealing with him, overturn the evil Jew order and their stoolies. I dipped because I didn't like Trump. It wouldn't work. Oh, this is the continuation of something he said before. And that's, well, something he said before that. Something he said before that. Something he said before that. Okay, he's got a story. Our man, RP Haven's the one would like to tell us a story. Let me give him some deep story time music. RP Haven's the one for a buckaroonie. Says, I feel like telling you a secret. I didn't choose the one just for fun. The title was given to me after a long and ridiculous journey starting in 07-08 when I stumbled upon an e-cult. In 2013, I beheaded a fat, ugly Nazi man on a role-playing site called RP Haven, who I used to practice my magical Riz occult know-how. I did so well that in 2016, he initiated me into a Nazi magi cult. That's a fucked up story. He doesn't realize that I only used him as practice for a girl on the site I was in love with, nothing more. This cult has ties with the Hermes tri-segment. I don't want to say this word in case it conjures demons. I watched a Twilight Zone 1985 episode where Sherman Hemsley did that with like a math equation. I'm just trying to be real careful. And other big name occult magic beings. Oh, okay. In that same site, I ended up rizzing a 33rd degree Freemason around the same time I got initiated into this Nazi cult. The Mason conspired with me to start an insurrection so I could take over as president. The Masons' plan involved us making a patsy out of Donald Trump, and then after dealing with him, overturn the evil Jew order and their stoolies. I dipped because I like Trump. It wouldn't work. All right, man, he's a fucking patriot. Well, thank you. Man gave up his religion. I mean, have you ever seen Training Day? I feel like Ethan Hawke in Training Day right now. Like right after he told that story about the snail. And he's laughing like, ha, that's not funny. That's not funny. Why am I laughing? That's a hell of a story. I'm sure Sandwich loved it. He loves a good story like that. I didn't really follow it, but thank you. StreamElements.com/ didn't quite follow. But I did see. I'm glad that you got out of the cult. Emrain says, what the fuck are we listening to? It's Cemetery Gates by Pantera. What have you done with the real Emrain? Sorry, there was a fake Emrain in the chat. 107 joining us over on the small YouTube channel. 228 getting started on Rumble. Kabuki Tut, late night story hour. That was a hell of a story time. It took the talk time up, and I really appreciate that, but it took it up with like $6. Usually I can do a little better than that. That's why I need your help. StreamElements.com/ people found out that I got this chick pregnant.
Length during a party just weeks before the murders. Front and center of the police attention was Tiffany Williams, a girl who had overheard the start of the attack. Police would interview Tiffany several times, along with 17-year-old Zachary Burkett, who had gone with Tiffany to the house 2 hours after receiving the troubling call. At the time of the interviews, Tiffany was pregnant to a man named AP.
That's right, I gotta take care of this baby, who's like 15 now, because that was from 2011, like 14 or some shit. I haven't met him. I want to have money before I meet him. StreamElements.com/the link in the description. Don't make me look like a piece of shit in front of my son. I just found out I had like another son, and now I need to double my money. This is late night. One gimmick is as good as another on this show. Oh, Laura, by the way, I'm confirming right now, Israel is watching. This is a late night. That is a bad bitch. Round of applause for Addison Brianna, ladies and gentlemen. A regular here at the Palace. But we're not here to talk about the bitches right now. We're going to talk about the news. We'll get back to the bitches later. There was another cocksucker who did a show like this, but in the real world. And he had guests and stuff. His name was Bill Maher. He kind of sucks. But he talked about the Boy Scouts changing their name with Kid Rock. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Now that the Boy Scouts of America is just going by...
That nose just keeps getting bigger. That's not a Jew joke. It's just your nose keeps getting bigger, your head keeps getting smaller, Bill.
Scout... Oh, God, yes. This is right up your alley or somebody. There's Boy Scouts. Yes, it's been in the works for years. It's such an onion headline. The whole fucking country is such an onion headline.
Yes. Everything is ridiculous now. Do you know who set that standard, Bill? Your side. What you're experiencing now is a rush to retaliation after 4 years of being bottled up and silenced and censored, and now the right is doing some retarded shit. Yes, some of it is very fucking silly. But in this case, the Boy Scouts becoming the Scouts of America, that one's on your side, buddy. And yeah, like you said, that started well before this year. Hopefully, Trump can jump in and save the Boy Scouts. Why can't we have Boy Scouts? When did it... I want to pinpoint the moment it started where we allowed society at large or the media or academia to convince us that everything masculine was bad. And they'll tell you, no, we just hate toxic masculinity. But everything not defined by the left as toxic masculinity is being a woman. What's not toxic masculinity? A man that cries. A lot. All the fucking... I'm very in touch with his feelings. A sensitive man. A leftist man. That's a woman. And because of that, I feel like one side has gotten to push an agenda a lot fucking harder. Because they're taking the men from the other side. The warriors there used to be, you couldn't get away with a lot of this shit because there were just more men in America. Real men. And say no. Fuck that.
The Boy Scouts of America, it cannot be called Boy Scouts anymore because it's exclusionary. Like there isn't a Girl Scouts. Like this is some sort of crime against nature that we each... People are different.
We were just talking...
No, and the same people, Bill, will fight tooth and nail for the sanctity of female spaces as long as they will allow ladyboys in. Otherwise, it's like, fuck you, turf. But, yeah, there's no such thing as a male space or a positive space for a young boy to be with other young boys and do young boy shit. Like the Boy Scouts. That would be the definition of good male development. They can't do that with a fucking female there. You can't do that with any amount of sexual tension in the room.
Talking about...
And before you're like, there would be no sexual tension between 10-year-olds. Motherfucker. Bullshit. I knew people who had their first girlfriends at like 8 and 9. Now, they weren't fucking or anything, but like, yeah, no.
It's now scouting America.
In the first segment, we were talking about what are we giving young boys? What kind of structure? What kind of discipline? What kind of education?
How did I miss the point? That's what I just said, Sandwich. So we're not allowed to have boys-only spaces. They define it as toxic. Or it's discriminatory if we won't let a girl in. But is it discriminatory if they don't let boys into their spaces? No, they have to hold the sanctity of their spaces. It's so important for their privacy and their safety.
A lot of those projects...
They don't want us making men anymore. I truly believe that. The left does not want men. Because men will leave the left. Men will eventually... A young man can be a Democrat. But when a man grows, owns a little land, owns some shit worth protecting, has a family... Yeah, that liberal shit suddenly didn't make sense. Doesn't the crap in your head cannot match what you see in the real world every day.
Are really difficult. I was not in the Boy Scouts, would have probably never made it. But those are difficult. They have to achieve. They have to put forth effort. They have to overcome obstacles. They have to overcome failure. That's part of maturing and becoming a full functioning adult.
Yeah.
And to take that away is insane.
It makes absolutely no sense. Now, Bill has been, as of late, trying to be that guy who's more toward like center left. Like the Young Turks has taken that stance now where they're like, okay, we're going to be the people who also criticize the left. But make no mistake, if there was another Democrat in power, this guy would fucking kill all of you.
To say this is targeted towards young boys because young boys are different than young girls. And
Yes.
so the approach needs to be
They think
different.
it's funny when you fart in a sleeping bag.
Let's be honest, Bill. It's still funny to fart in a sleeping bag, buddy. Just saying. You can try to act all fucking sophisticated and above it and everything, but if you're alone in a tent and you fart in your sleeping bag and that beef is strong and it's yours, so you don't have to get all sick about it, fuck yeah, that shit's, hey. I mean, it's also funny if you Dutch oven some bitch, but I'm just saying. Bill, it's funny. That was a bad example. Farting in a sleeping bag's hilarious no matter how old you are.
Yeah, it is.
Well, yeah.
I mean, girls don't.
The Boy Scouts are much better than the Girl Scouts. I have to say, I understand why girls would want to be in the Boy Scouts because
Why? Why do they want to be in the Boy Scouts?
it's a lot more fun. The only thing, really, as a former Girl Scout, that the Girl Scouts had going for them is the cookies.
Okay, so change the Girl Scouts. Why is the mentality that if you want to do more fun shit, you shouldn't change the Girl Scouts and petition the Girl Scouts to include those things? You've got to go ruin it for the boys. And here's when the leftist comes in and says, Or the Laura walks in and says, "Oh, so it ruins it for the boys if you include a girl." Yes, it absolutely does at that age. It fucking does.
And that's basically it. And the Boy Scouts are doing, like, learning skills and building fires and going camping.
Institute that curriculum in the Girl Scouts?
Yeah, go be fucking wilderness girls. Like in True Beverly Hills. Those bitches could build fire and do all that shit. And have style while doing it. True Beverly Hills was the shit. A lot of y'all don't know about that. Chuck, can we watch True Beverly Hills tonight on Rumble?
That's, yeah.
But, I mean, this is the kind of thing...
Y'all don't know about True Beverly Hills? What the fuck's wrong with you?
That gets Trump elected.
Yeah.
This is the kind...
You didn't have a childhood. A lot of you I feel really sorry for.
I've said it a million times here. The Democrats, you lost a crazy contest to a crazy person.
We started decades ago, in my opinion. We started decades ago with timeouts and last place, participation trophies. And sorry to put it so harsh, but it seems to me like we lost a good portion of a few generations of men who've just turned into complete fucking pussies.
Yes. They've been brainwashed to believe that taking the easy way out on masculinity is acceptable. You don't have to be strong, you don't have to be a leader, you don't have to be a provider. Nobody can define what masculinity is, except for women. They're allowed to define it. Marry a woman and then don't provide for her ass. Watch how quick she tells you you're not a fucking man. Feminists will tell you what a man's supposed to be all day. They're the ones that defined what toxic masculinity was. But God forbid you tried to define the depths of a female or a queer. Nobody can define them or anything about them, but they can put you in your cis white male place, can't they? We're about 20 years into that shit. And people are finally waking the fuck up. I know that doesn't really have a lot to do with the Boy Scouts, but they deviated to that conversation too. Wasn't my fault. USAID dollars. Cleaning Cambodian mines, ladies and gentlemen. Because for some reason we want Cambodians with two legs. I don't see the big deal.
In Cambodia with a team that clears landmines and leftover explosives.
Why is that our responsibility? Are they ours?
But a freeze in U.S. foreign aid funding around the world could seriously upend progress.
I didn't come into Cambodia and make them fucking communists. That's their fucking problem. Let them dig up their own mines. Let them pay their own minesweepers. This is how desperate NBC is to try to make you feel bad about USAID getting cut. Did you know in some, Far East Asian hellish shithole, we can't pay to clean up a mess between an Asian country and another Asian country?
It's painstaking work. They're searching every square foot of land.
We need more mines and more mimes, Sandwich. Just be fucking hilarious. It'd be even funnier.
One found lodged in tree roots, a type of fragmentation mine that jumps when it explodes, known for being pretty nasty.
I think all fragmentation mines would have to fly through the air, right? That's how the fragments get to you.
Our officers will come in with the TNT, he'll put it in, he then comes in with a detonator, puts a detonator on it, and then he carries the charger that sets off the explosion with
That was a long road to say we blow it up with dynamite.
him, so that nobody
We get away from it, we sandbag it, and we blow it up with dynamite.
can accidentally pick it up and click it while he's standing down there.
Why the fuck are we paying for this shit?
They're preparing to blow up one of the landmines, so we're going to get out of the way.
Cambodia is one of the most heavily contaminated landscapes on the planet, littered with tons of bombs, bullets, and landmines.
That sounds tragic. God bless the children of Cambodia and the situation they have to live in. That's terrible. Why is that my problem? Me and my family have problems that the government needs to help with before they help with cleaning up one fucking Asian mine. What the shit?
Left over from years of brutal civil strife and a lot from U.S. bombing campaigns during the Vietnam War. The state...
Okay. We owe them something for some Vietnam War shit. Great. I think we've more than paid for that at this point. Fuck them. Okay. I'll consider the money we've given you thus far a good investment. Got those Vietnam bombs dug up. Good for us. Now you're on your own, fuckface. What the fuck does Cambodia do for us?
Department has been a major backer of...
The finest breast milks? That's the only thing I know that comes from Cambodia.
mining groups here who are cleaning up an estimated 4 to 6 million unexploded munitions.
This whole minefield is roughly 9.5 acres.
I don't fucking care. I am not radar for MASH. I ain't running in a minefield to save one Asian girl. Not even the one next to me. Don't wander into a minefield.
And it took over 2 months to clear.
Fuck around.
Just that first half.
Decades later, people here are still coping with the...
You can look like this dumbass. Look at him. He walked in the minefield. Look at this dumb fuck. With his leg looking like an uncircumcised penis. Like a sock puppet. Okay, I wonder if you can open and close it and make it talk.
fallout, getting maimed or worse.
With American aid drying up in places like Cambodia.
Yeah, he's stupid. See, he's Cambodian. Why do we want to save these people?
Projects everywhere will depend on other countries to fill that funding gap, including China.
Days after the U.S. did the 90-day spending freeze on foreign aid, the government here says China pledged $4.4 million to keep demining programs at least partially going.
Cool. Hey, so you still get to keep digging up your mines. China pays for it. Awesome.
With a funding freeze by the U.S.
With the money that we don't spend and we put towards our own military, yeah, China can curry whatever favor they want. No one will have the balls to cross us. Skippity that. People who ride motorcycles are an excitable sort. Speed, testosterone, power, your crotch, vibrating at high RPMs. This is the recipe for the disasters in road rage tonight. First up, attempted murder. Wow, what a fuckface! Right off the bat, you're crossing the line to try to hit this guy head on. I mean, I'm not usually on the side of the motorcycle guy, but well, go kick his ass. Do what you gotta do.
Hey, hell no, you ain't gonna tell me shit. Look,
Sandwiches, that ain't Bernie. Why ain't Bernie trying to run this nice man over? What did he do? I can't tell. It's filmed on a potato.
Hey, hell no, you ain't gonna tell me shit. Look,
I think he's gonna tell you shit.
I got kids in my motherfucking truck.
Did you? I got kids in my truck, man. They've never run over somebody before. Come on, give us a hand, buddy.
Hey, hell no, you ain't gonna tell me shit. Look, I got kids in my motherfucking
He knows what he did.
truck. Did you see what the fuck you just said to me? I got that shit on goddamn camera.
I don't care. I've never heard somebody asking for an explanation for why somebody attempted to murder another human being. And his explanation was, I got kids, man. I'm sorry, I got kids. I gotta kill motherfuckers. Why? Why did you do that?
No, bullshit. I'll whoop your fucking.
Wow. Bonk.
Care. No, bullshit. I'll whoop your fucking. Bullshit. I'll whoop your shit. I'll whoop your shit. I'll whoop your. 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 I'll whoop bullshit. I'll whoop your fucking ass. 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 Whoop your fucking ass. I'll whoop your fucking ass. I'll whoop your fucking ass. Ow. That shit is uncalled for.
You got that redneck head, man. Look, that took a bonk, got right back up. You didn't even feel that shit. Gave him the Joker. He was like, you don't start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy.
Ow. That shit is uncalled for. All I'm trying to do is watch my... No, all you gotta do is fucking kill us. That shit's on film. I don't care, man. On film. For my motherfucking kids, old boy.
What about your kids? Why do you keep saying my kids, my kids? The motorcycle guy was way on the other side of the fucking road, man. Well, I don't understand. I need more of an explanation for why you tried to murder that guy. Then I got kids, man. Like, okay, I get it. I'm not sure. How was he threatening your children? That may be what you would need to explain. It seems more important than just telling us, yes, there are children in the truck. That's no reason to kill someone. That actually makes it worse. And here's that situation in reverse. This time the motorcycle guy is the total fucking asshole.
What the f? What the f?
Maybe you shouldn't be going so fast you can't slow down within like 100 feet. Look at this shit. You saw this motherfucker was coming out way back here, homie. Any reasonable, like if I was driving, saw this happening right here, you got plenty of time.
What the f?
Hey, bro. Don't you be fucking hitting my vehicle.
What the f? Where are you going? You're in the middle of the road. No, it's a U-turn. Then wait. Then wait. Hit my truck again. Dumb.
Like, this guy is a dick for just sitting in the middle of the road. Motorcycle guy is a dick for inviting himself to hit his fucking truck. You don't fuck with another person's automobile. You don't touch their shit.
Fucking dumbass.
Or it's a Jeep, not really a truck.
Ass dude, what the fuck? You want the ride your right here, bitch. I got this shit, dude. Camera, take your camera. You hit my fucking truck because you almost killed me. Watch where you're going. I'm going straight. I was making a U-turn, bitch. Then stop.
You touch another man's fucking automobile, they should... the law is kind of fuzzy about it, but in certain situations in my state, we can kill you. I mean, it has to be a situation where I feel like my life is threatened or you're trying to steal my property, but yeah, there are legal ways to do it. Learn your local laws about when it's okay to kill people. Would you like to see the disgusting, fucked up way some people live? Well, okay.
Good morning, and we are back with another bedroom cleaning video. I did have my daughter go under the bed and push all the trash out. You'll see here soon, after I clean up this corner, what it looks like. It is insane. And I just want to do...
How do you let... We're about to learn this woman has children in this house. And obviously, you know, houses with especially small kids are going to be a little messier. And I can understand a mess kind of piling up a little bit. Because, I mean, you get tired of cleaning every single fucking hour to make the house look immaculate. I get it. I get it. But how do you let it get like this? This is the point where your judgment as a parent should come into question.
Good morning, and we are back with another bedroom...
I'm not even for just taking people's children away, but... Bitch, what the fuck?
Room cleaning video. I did have my daughter go under the bed and push all the trash out. You'll see here soon. After
of course, there's gonna be a fat person too. Just gonna spread that stereotype that fat people are lazy.
Clean up this corner, what it looks like. It is insane. And
it is insane. Why are you showing people this? You trying to go to jail for neglect? Go watch our last show.
I just wanted to address, like, most of my comments are like, there's no excuse for this, there's no excuse for this, and I know that. I'm not making one. So, quit...
I'm not making any excuses for this. That's... Saying I'm not making any excuses, I'm gonna take this one on the chin, is not an excuse. That's a cope. Well, it's okay, because I'm admitting this is fucked up. Yeah, are you gonna do it? How did it get that fucked up? You got a little kid, you wearing fucking weed jammies in the middle of the damn day, picking up not even clothes and toys. This is trash.
Commenting it because I'm not making any excuse. This is absolutely horrible, and I hate that I have come to this again. You know, I've been dealing with this battle for 4 or 5 years now.
This is a battle for you. You have one child. What's the battle to keep the house from piling up with that much garbage? How about you just don't make that much garbage? Look at all the garbage you have to pick up, like literal garbage. I mean, it's not toys and stuff, again. It's all crap you got to throw away. Bags of chips, empty wrappers, paper plates. You ever thought about eating on regular plates and washing them? Take away all the paper plate trash. Napkins that have just been thrown under the bed. Used to wipe a mouth, an ass, whatever's convenient. Thrown the fuck under the... You're disgusting. And now you're trying... What is it supposed to be? Like some kind of positive energy video? I'm going to admit my mistakes to the world and I will... No. You're trying to exploit your own fucking laziness and child neglect for clicks.
So, quit commenting it, because I'm not making any excuse. This is absolutely horrible, and I hate that I have come to this again. You know, I've been dealing with this battle for 4 or 5 years now, you know, probably my whole life. I never was taught to clean very well, you know, so...
I never was taught to clean very well. So here she is in at least her 30s, maybe older than that. Never taking responsibility to learn how to vacuum a carpet, wipe off a counter. This is not advanced shit you need special training for. You can figure this out by yourself. But no, she can't say, I'm just a lazy, fat, disgusting, horrifyingly filthy person. An irredeemable human being in every aspect. She was never taught to clean up very well. This is what I mean when I say, like, the lack of accountability. It's a lack of accountability culture. And this to be the type of bitch that would want to hold you accountable for calling her fat online. I just want people held accountable, so I contacted their employer. She don't want to be held accountable. It's not her fault. No one taught her to vacuum. No one taught her not to be a human fucking swine. Streamelements.com/swine.
I don't have those kind of skills like most people do, but here I'm trying to get my daughter to...
This is borderline child abuse. Making this child live in this shit. And it's not even on the kid. It's not even that the kid's just a messy, fucked up, like, behaviorally challenged child that opens up bags of chips and throws them everywhere and dumps everything everywhere. You're admitting outright you just don't know how to clean. I'm just fucking incompetent. Well, what are you doing having a child in your house? This is disgusting. This is unsanitary. People get sick from living in places like this. Especially people with, like, developing immune systems. Again, I'm not for taking kids away from everybody, but somebody should fucking scare the shit out of this fat bitch. I'm not inciting any of you to do it. I mean the law. Like, she does need a visit from somebody.
I hate that I...
Don't take the child away. She's cleaning the place up. I'm not for just yanking kids from people. If your mama's a dirty bitch, that's just your lot in life. But some process probably should be started. This hoe right here is... That's some next level shit.
Have come to this again. You know, I've been dealing with this battle for 4 or 5 years now, you know, probably my whole life. I never was taught to clean very well, you know, so I don't have those kind of skills like most people do, but here I'm trying to get my daughter...
I don't have that kind of skills like some people do. Yeah, I'm not an amazing fucking house cleaner guy either, but I at least have a house that looks like a functioning fucking adult lives in it. There is no excuse for what we're seeing right now.
Daughter to be here helping me. She was eager to help me. She loved coming under the bed and pushing all this garbage out. As you can see here, she's loving it. So I had her push everything out, and you guys are probably going to have to come back for the next video to see the finished results.
Come back for the next video to see how we cleaned up the house before it gets all fucked up again. Like, no one ever taught me how to clean. It's not my fault. I'm only in my fucking 40s before I figured out how to use a trash can. Yet we're supposed to take people like this super fucking serious. Had a couple of Rumble rants come in. RP Evans the One says, men are forbidden from having men-only spaces, and they are demonized or to enter female spaces. Just look at what happened to the manosphere. Such hypocrisy. Only elite men have men-only spaces. You got to buy your way into the boys' club now. And then he says, investigate this fat blob for child abuse and neglect. This room reminds me of the shit-coated torture chamber from the last stream, except this time, she tattles on herself. Ugh. Yeah, I have no idea. I think she thinks because she's cleaning it up, she can't get in any trouble. But you just admitted your kid's been living in this filth for years. There's fucking twisted tea cans, there's alcohol cans just laying piled up under the beds. I don't know what to say. Some things are just disgusting. JJ Lynn agrees. He says, I had the flu and it was so bad they want to put me on a ventilator. Wow, yeah, I had the flu pretty bad the last couple weeks too. Whole time Leaf was here. She got us sick. We've been sick the whole time. I'm glad you're not on a ventilator, buddy. I know what you mean though. That shit, I'm still coughing and sniffling. I got to see the USA beat the shit out of Canada in hockey. There were 3 fights and love to see you guys. Yes! And 2 out of 3 of them, American hockey players won. You booed our anthems, so our hockey players beat your hockey players' asses tonight. And it wasn't just like Montreal versus New York. It was Canada versus America. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, we beat you up. Just like we're going to beat up Ben Stiller.
Yeah, I think we probably... I think everybody's going to have their own personal reaction, and it's impossible not to be aware of the fact that people feel this, that, oh, wow, there can be retribution from the government if you say something wrong.
No, Ben. Me and literally everybody on my side of politics has no idea how that feels. Oh yeah, except for everybody getting called a Nazi, a white supremacist, censored and kicked off of platforms, FBI knocking at your door if you put something on Facebook or on Twitter, shit like that. That what you're talking about? No, we don't know what that's like at all, Ben.
And that's really scary. So just to even be thinking that way,
you think you're gonna get thought policed? You think you're gonna get thought crimed for what? You're an actor. If you just do your fucking job and read scripts, nothing you say is your fault.
But of course, I'm aware of it. I think everybody's aware of it. And, certain people are just naturally more outspoken and always have been.
Why are you becoming Kevin Bacon as you get older?
And I've sort of
You see it now?
Had my own path with it. But right now, I think it's definitely a thing that people feel. And in a way, for me, it makes me think about it even more about, well, what do I really want to say and how do I really feel about something?
Ben, I made a joke about if my daughter goes to anime conventions in 2022 because there was this pedophile in Austin that got caught and went to those conventions. I would have to follow her to those places and drop out of the ceiling like Mission Impossible to protect her. A leftist took that to mean that I was going to shoot up a bunch of fucking conventions in Texas and publicize that falsely, trying to get me literally arrested for that, and only ended up getting herself in legal trouble. Like that, Ben?
And I think for artists...
I think you're mad that for the first time the left has to feel that way. The rest of us have had to watch our ass and what we say for a very fucking long time. And I don't just mean threats and shit. You shouldn't be going out threatening people. Just reasonable shit. Different opinions. Well, I don't think this man in a dress is a woman. Do you know what kind of leftist terrorism people have endured from that? Losing their jobs, having their names publicized and shit. It's been... Again, you're mad because you're getting a taste of it now.
Times like these, their creative energy really goes into expressing, what they feel. And there's a lot of amazing work that can come out of times like these that I hope we see.
Yeah. I kind of feel like we didn't get that in the first Trump. I don't know why. It's not that there wasn't great art in the first Trump, but it wasn't like during that 4 years you look back on that and feel about it the way that...
You never get great art out of your fucking side. All you do is whine. It's all very fucking generic and repeated. It's the same shit over and over. It's fucking exhausting. It's always the Nazis or the end of democracy or blah, 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 blah. Every Republican who gets up for election or appointment to something, you either try to throw them in jail or you accuse them of fucking rape. And for some reason, the woman they supposedly raped doesn't want to come forward until 40 years fucking later when nothing can be proven. That's why people leave the left, my friends. Like this guy.
The main thing that caused me to leave the Democratic Party was how hostile they had become towards outside ideas and perspectives. The culture within the Democratic Party even came to encourage people to be hostile towards people who did not share their beliefs, to have them outcast as racists and bigots and homophobes.
100%. Every swing voter in America has been called a Nazi or a fascist or a homophobe or a transphobe or an Islamophobe or a xenophobe. And what they were doing was decidedly not evil Nazi shit. They were making the case that, hey, we have to have a southern border. We have to enforce that line there that separates us from the impoverished shithole, crime-filled shithole run by the cartels that starts 1 inch below that line. Yeah, that should be a secure line. That's not Nazi shit. That's common sense shit. That's, are we allowed to have a country? Shit. Well, we should have a border, but you shouldn't just throw these people out just because they snuck in. If we can't throw people out when they sneak in, I got news for you, cocksucker. We don't have a border. If we're going to play like that, we need to invade Mexico and make it part of the United States. Because that's the only way that erasing that line makes sense. And I don't hate Latinos. You want to go that way? Let's go that way. I wouldn't resist if we go that way, though, Mexicans.
Rather than engaging in any sort of intellectually honest conversation with these people. So even when it came to issues that were quantifiable, for example, the lockdowns causing the greatest drop in small business ownership in U.S. history.
No, that's not true. That never happened.
Even quantifiable issues like that could be proven with numbers, would be dismissed with claims of racism or bigotry.
Or they just giggle at you and pretend it's not real. Like with the border during the Biden administration is a good example of that. They just ignored it. Republicans will make a fucking mountain out of a molehill. A giant fucking moral mountain out of some stupid shit that doesn't mean anything. I'll be the first one to admit that. That sometimes happens with Republicans. Democrats will just turn a blind eye and ignore a giant fucking real problem. And that's why you failed. And that's why young men like this are leaving in droves. Now, you can come on the news every day and talk about how much everybody hates Trump and everyone hates Elon, but fact is, anybody who walks around on the street and talks to people knows that's not the case. We want these fuckers audited. We want the size of the federal government reduced. And hey, anti-fascist people, again, I have to pose this question to you. If we keep increasing the size of government and the scope of government, federal government, never decrease it, never audit it, how do we not turn into some authoritarian superstate? Huh? Is that not the inevitability if you keep adding laws and growing the government and growing the government and growing the government? So stop being a little bitch when somebody picks up a butcher axe and starts trimming the fat. It's time we took care of America. Make America great again means we're going to put our resources here in America, to where people in America love to live in America. Living in America is good for the people of America. Paying taxes in America should be good for the people of America, not the people of fucking Cambodia. Who gives a fuck about them? We're in this for us, baby. Marjorie Taylor Greene bitch slapped all over Ilhan Omar.
A1 of Rule 9, I seek recognition to give notice of my intent to raise a question of the privileges of the House. The form of the resolution is as follows.
Recognized.
censuring Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. Whereas,
you know what you did, bitch. You bitch. She's got a good point to make here, though.
Elected.
Oh, Ty Man came in for 10. I'm sorry. And says, what's up? Just want to say happy Canadian Flag Day to you and Leaf. Puff, puff, prost, everybody. I told her it was Canadian Flag Day. She said, I said, is it Canadian Flag Day today? And she said, why the fuck would I know that? I swear to God that happened.
Members of Congress take an oath to bear true faith and allegiance to the United States without any...
Oh, MTG's a fucking joke. She's hilarious, but still, she's like the joke on my side. I can deal with her. She said some shit where I was like, stop making us look retarded before, but on this one, no, I'm on her side of this one. Ilhan Omar is expressly... She has expressed very clearly that she works for Somalia.
Reservation or purpose of evasion. Whereas Representative Ilhan Omar took an oath of allegiance to the United States upon becoming a citizen, declaring, I absolutely and entirely...
This bitch is our answer to Jasmine Crockett, Sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, when Jasmine Crockett starts talking and nobody else, like, it's not worth anyone else's fucking time. It's a clown show. I'm like, send in MTG. Some music starts playing, you're like, send in MTG. She's like the Al Snow jobber they send out to entertain the crowd.
Renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen. Whereas on January 27, 2024, Representative Omar gave remarks at an event in Minneapolis in which she made treasonous statements. Whereas Representative Omar said she has spoken to many Somalians who asked her to intercede for the Somali government by pressuring the United States government into certain actions. Whereas Representative Omar assured the Somalians she spoke to, the U.S. government will only do what Somalians in the U.S. tell them to do. They will do what we want and nothing else. They must follow our orders, and that is how we will safeguard the interest of Somalia. Whereas Representative Omar continued, for as long as I am in U.S. Congress, Somalia will never be in danger. Its waters will not...
We are so close to being idiocracy. We are so close to having, like, lighted entrances and Titantrons and shit in the halls of Congress. It's not even fucking funny. As soon as it becomes an entertainment, a full-on entertainment product, you can bet your ass we're gonna be there. Banku for 10 said, Leaf, I'm sorry. Your country is all welfare leeching F-slurs, the gay F-slur. I pray that Trump cuts Canada off and the nation of cucks begs us to let it in. Leaf, I hope you're watching this wherever you are in my house right now. She left the office. Bankoof is right. You need to go back to your country and advocate for full secession. It will save me immediately on application fees like $1,400. Secede, Manitoba. There is fucking nothing in your province worth that much American money. I know. I've been. You can fool these other motherfuckers. I've been. It's a hellhole.
Not be stolen by Ethiopia or others. Sleep in comfort knowing I am here to protect the interest of Somalia from inside the U.S. system. Whereas George Washington warned in his farewell address of 1796 to guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism, and further declared citizens by birth or choice of a common country, that country has a right to concentrate your affections. The name of American, which belongs to you in your national capacity, must always exalt the...
1,400 American is legit close to 2,000 Canadian bucks. Just rounding up in my head. It'd be like 1,800 bucks.
Us pride of patriotism.
Their dollar ain't worth shit.
More than any appellation derived from local discriminations. Whereas these statements by Representative Omar clearly violate the oath she took as an elected member of Congress to defend and protect the United States Constitution. Whereas Representative Omar has exhibited the treasonous tendencies George Washington warned about. and her actions must be condemned by all members of Congress who adhere to the oath they took upon assuming office. And whereas by open...
Quiet, blue-collar Canuck. Nobody, even other Canadians would be willing to get rid of Manitoba. Come on.
...openly admitting her efforts to...
No, that's where we keep our polar bears. That's true. They're going to want to keep those polar bears. And that's where their ice road trucking tradition is from. They may not want to give that one up so easy. But then we just show them a picture of Winnipeg. And we're like, do you really want this?
...advance Somalia's interest using her position as a United States representative.
Let's take a picture of Osborne Street in the middle of Winnipeg and be like, this is what we're asking for, bro.
Representative Omar has revealed herself to be a foreign agent acting on behalf of a foreign government. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Representative
It's 1,986 Canadian dollars. Yeah, it is right at like $2,000. 1,400 American bucks. Canadian money ain't worth shit.
Ilhan Omar of Minnesota be censured. Representative Ilhan Omar forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. Representative Ilhan Omar be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker, and Representative Ilhan Omar be and is hereby removed from the Committee of the Budget and the Committee on Education and the Workforce.
Ilhan Omar censured. AOC. An email has been sent to see if she is able to be prosecuted for something. I don't think that's going to go through. But in any case, the squad being dismantled by MAGA. Oh, no. And then Rachel Maddow lied on live TV.
Elon Musk has apparently somehow convinced the United States government, specifically the United States Department of State, that the taxpayers of the United States of America should spend $400 million buying, quote, armored Tesla production units. Isn't it great and definitely not at all illegal or profoundly corrupt? Definitely not ripping us all off to pay themselves, right?
Donald Trump didn't give that contract to Elon Musk. Joe Biden gave it to him.
Oh, that hurts. Don't worry. It won't affect Rachel Maddow's reporting. She'll somehow make herself right in her own head. I don't know how. She'll do it. Bankoop says, kick Omar out. Kick them all out. I so wish the purge would commence. Cleansing and funny. Is it just like in your mind when they do a purge, is it just politicians, or can we go up to like furries and other undesirables and shit? I just want to make sure we're on the, like, if one day someone's like, it's time, I just want to make sure I know what the rules are. I think we have to move forward. We've been doing a lot of fucking bullshit in politics. See, we have to move forward in immigration. I'll have to save a couple videos for Monday night. First up in immigration, Mexicans go full MAGA.
Santa people, guys, check this out. I don't know if you've seen what...
You are a silly-looking bald man. I know you're about to tell me something that's going to make us happy, but you're a silly-looking fucking bald man. You know that, right? If you're my friend, I'd tell you that every day.
Going on in Mexico now, but it is rich. The writers of The Simpsons couldn't come up with this kind of shit.
Is it something completely fucking predictable and hypocritical about how Mexicans want to treat people that are in their country illegally?
All over Mexico, it turns out, hundreds and thousands of people are turning up in protest against the Central Americans, screaming things like, "You don't fucking belong here. Get the fuck out."
Oh, no. I thought that was some shit only evil fucking colonizing white supremacist motherfuckers did. Are you saying that any native population of a country, when they have an influx of people from another country and culture that's not theirs and they never asked for them being there or nothing, just shows the fuck up, they're met with hostility? Well, you cannot show me anywhere in history that has been the case, sir. I don't believe you. I don't believe that would make the same Mexicans that we kicked the fuck out of America who were crying rivers of tears and protesting every day hypocrites, wouldn't it? Oh no. Oh no. Like I said, man, we either need to figure out if we're gonna have a border or not. I don't hate Latino people, but if you want to not have that border, we need to have Mexico as a part of the United States. It's the only way it's gonna work. You know, if we're gonna do that, we have to go in with the military and clean some things up before we get involved to that level.
Why are you here? We don't want you here. And they're getting violent about it. Now,
oh no, not violence, not racial violence. I was gonna be like, man, only white people act like this. I'm like, everybody acts like this. Nobody wants somebody like a bunch of people from another culture in their fucking country that they never asked for to be there. Like, people will tolerate that to a certain extent, but when they start waking up like in another country and say, oh, this sucks, I didn't want to live in another country, you start making them feel like bad, racist, evil people for feeling that way. That's when you start getting this shit happening.
here's the fucking part that gets really rich. The same people.
It's not racist to say I don't want to live in Mexico. These fucking people protesting, they're mad because they don't want to live in Mexico.
That are telling, in Mexico, that are telling the Central Americans they don't fucking belong there and that they're pieces of shit for being there, are the same people that are telling Americans that we are pieces of shit for telling them that we don't want them here.
I mean, I am a piece of shit, but it's for completely unrelated reasons.
So I ask you this, guys.
What up?
Why is it okay for Mexicans to say they don't want anybody else in their country, but as soon as the Americans say we don't want Mexicans in our country, we're fucking evil as shit?
Oh, okay, because the people that give a fuck about that are all like far leftist white people, right? And they believe that anything brown people do is okay. They're more or less like female, queer, brown supremacists. Anything that is one of those things is better than the other, you know what I mean? So you're always guilty when you say anything, but these people are always right when they say the exact same thing because they're brown, you see. I've come up with no other explanation than that to answer your question, sir. I'm sorry. It may sound like an asshole thing to say, but it just seems that way. Y'all want to go to Denny's real quick?
Un sábado en un Denny's. Aquí estamos, todo vacío, mis compañeros y yo, sin trabajo, sin...
First, Denny's kicked out all the black people. Now they kicked out all the Mexican people. Look, man, I know this is going to sound weird coming from a Republican, but illegals and black people were not the problem in Denny's. It's that your food has gotten really bad.
Sin nada que hacer. Gracias a nuestro aguerrido presidente.
Thanks to our brave President Trump.
Y así estará.
Yeah, look, man, he made Denny's. It definitely looks like a better place to eat. Usually you go in there's a bunch of fucking AA people sitting around, drinking just one refillable pot of coffee, bothering folks, talking loud.
No sé con qué vamos a pagar la renta este próximo mes. Y tampoco tenemos americanos que quieran venir.
So you're telling me that everybody who came in this Denny's was illegal? And when ICE started coming around, now nobody can go get themselves a Grand Slam or a meat lover skillet or something? Then what you're confirming is the problem was that fucking bad.
Aquí a cubrir los turnos. De a poquito, todo el mundo se va a ir porque hay que pagar renta, impuestos y no hay business. No más los trabajadores.
I feel like Denny's used to be a little better. Like, Sinride says, I'm almost 49, and Denny's has had low-quality food for 49 years. I got good memories of going to Denny's with my family when I was a kid. Like, my grandparents would go there, and, when I got, being, in a teenager, early 20s, you'd go there and kind of hang out. I was in high school, we'd go drink coffee there and shit, bring girls there or whatever. It was cheap. It was a diner, but, yeah, it never really was great. I think there's way too many of them. And, again, trimming the fat off the country is also going to mean some businesses that really don't need to exist are going to get clipped. A lot of fast food businesses. When fast food gets too fucking expensive, people stop eating it. I've stopped eating it almost completely. The only time I've gotten fast food in forever is because Leaf was here and wanted Chick-fil-A. I'm not paying $25 for a cheeseburger and fries. Get the fuck out of here. And if that means McDonald's or Burger King or wherever doesn't need to have a branch on every fucking corner, maybe having a Starbucks, a McDonald's, and a Bank of America every mile was a little excessive. The left thinks these kids can assimilate here. I just want to show you an example. When you hear your friends like Laura who are super mad and calling ICE people Nazis and all that shit, she believes these kids should be brought here.
They're starting to throw stones as expected, so we're going to move to another part of the camp.
Oh, look, it's just some oppressed, marginalized Syrian children. Clearly, they just want to live and live happy lives and aren't a threat to anybody and would just come here and prosper and thrive and become doctors.
All right, we're gonna move to another area.
Or they're murderous little fuckfaces trying to bludgeon people with stones and shit because they think that's okay. And I don't think you can teach that out of somebody at a fundamental level like this.
All right.
Wow.
Reintegration has been a real problem.
Yes, reintegration will be a real problem for people like this who are taught from the moment that they can fucking walk that it's their job to kill other people. Finally, in immigration. Pablo, sing us a song. Country road, take me home, back to Mexico, where I belong.
Como ven mi gente, ya se va la gente, ya se está yendo aquí, los paisanos están yendo ya para México, están levantando todas sus cosas, allá va, mira, la pequeña familia se está yendo, es una camioneta también, aquí va todo también lleno de cosas también, ya nos vamos, ya es hora que ya nos vayamos a la casa.
I hope none of these guys sold weed.
Ya es mucho, ya 25 años estando acá en Estados Unidos, como que ya es hora, y pues, vámonos. Y...
Vámonos! Vámonos, señor Masturbatori. Masturbatori. That was immigration. Next up, as we go through the issues of the day, trans issues.
You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? Let's do it in the butt. Okay.
This gentleman is very upset because he's been denied his ability to compete against women.
Hi, my name is Sadie Schreiner. I'm a trans athlete that competes in track and field, and today I was supposed to be competing in Boston University's Valentine Invitational.
Really? Well, I bet you were looking forward to stomping the shit out of those bitches.
I paid the $120. They put me on the heat sheet. They accepted my entry.
The heat sheet, you say?
And I was perfectly ready to go and drive down to Boston, just like I did a year before.
Yeah? But what happened?
Less than 24 hours before I was supposed to step on the track to compete, Boston University sent me this email.
Dear Sadie, we're sorry to inform you that because of a recent Trump administration executive order, you are prohibited from competing in women's events at the Valentine Invitational meet this weekend. The executive order issued on February 6th specifies that athletes who are assigned male at birth cannot compete in women's sporting events. The executive order has put us in a difficult position in which we are obliged to comply even if it does not align with our previous practices. What they're really trying to say is, for a very long time, everyone has been fucking sick of you. And they're taking the first chance they get to... Trump's just like, go ahead, blame me. I don't care, fucking blame me. And that's exactly what we're doing. Okay, have you ever seen the movie Hannibal, Trans Community? I'm sure you have. It's disgusting. You like that type of shit. Do you remember when that creepy wheelchair motherfucker, Hannibal Lecter, is down in the pig pit, and the creepy wheelchair motherfucker is up at the top, and he says to that dude's butler, "Go ahead and push him in. You can always say it was me." You're the disfigured, disgusting freak. The media and the institutions that are abandoning you are the butler. And Trump is Lecter.
Claiming that the executive order
no more
barred me from competing. Despite Massachusetts law, despite their own transgender policy, and despite me being an unattached athlete, they banned me without any investigation or discussion.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could always just go compete against the guys.
Which means that,
you know, the other guys.
Should any other woman be going to compete at Boston University for any reason, unattached or part of a school, they can simply say to you, we think you were assigned male at birth, and so we're not going to allow you to compete.
Oh, yeah, but see, you know what they'll do? They'll go to a doctor, and the doctor will have a note that says, this is a woman, she has a pussy. And she won't have to show it or anything. She'll just have a note that says, I'm a female. Boom. Or she can show her birth certificate or her passport. See, the problem is you're trying to live a fucking lie. The other women aren't. They won't be discriminated against. This is the hardest cope I've heard yet. Well, keeping me out of the sports keeps other women out of sports because they're just going to be like, you look too much like a man. That would be a valid point if you were actually a woman and that happened to you. But here in really, really reality land, you are a man. They were absolutely fucking correct. So fuck you.
You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? Let's do it in the butt. Okay.
These people have just gotten so obnoxious, you can't have an ounce of fucking empathy for them, even if you try. God damn it. We couldn't get food. We're just gonna have to stop at the convenience store. Oh, cool, look. Future doctors and lawyers shopping like civilized people. Now, I'm sure that there's some good reason to be trashing this place while this other man makes native sounds. Oh, surely there's some justifiable reason these people are trashing this fucking store. I'd hate to think that the beautiful black community would engage in this level of ignorance and criminality at such a young, tender age. How does that happen? It must be impossible. This man must have committed some terrible crime against black people. Is right, yes. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, if you do that one more fucking time, I'm gonna start hoping that something terrible happens to you. Right, and then when the store up and leaves because they're tired of risking their lives to go to work or getting robbed every third day of the week, then the NAACP comes out and says, we need this store in the community. This hurts black people. What about the old people who need this store to survive? And I'm like, y'all should save your righteous indignation for them fucking thieving kids in your community. That is the entire fucking problem I'm talking about. Whenever something like this happens, the community points their fingers outward, not inward. 100% of the problem here is internal.
No, dude. No, they don't fuck the store up.
They're probably acting like this because they're victims of racism. They're probably victims of racism because they're acting like this. Did you ever think of that?
No.
I wonder why this particular community isn't as considered as trustworthy to most people as others.
They're going crazy. Live on a block on my mama said.
They got a goddamn baby child in there. Is it cold? What the fuck are you doing that for? This is their culture. This is the same culture they say that like Kendrick Lamar is the greatest artistic genius of, and Serena Williams crip walking because the crip walk is very important to black culture. I read that, and I'm sure it was some dumb fucking white bitch that wrote it. But still, that's the level of excuses that get made for this type of bullshit right here. I know good, intelligent, cool black people. I would like to see this stop. Again, like I said on the last show, I'd like to see black America step up to the table and take what's yours. Become successful, wealthy. Understand that poverty and criminality are not things to aspire to. That there are greater things that you can become than a rapper or a fucking athlete. But until those choices are presented, we get this. Get in the zone.
Hey, hey, hey! Come on. Hey, come on. Come on, bro. Hey. Hey, come on.
Maybe he's trying to remove that Munjumbu spider from that poor man's head. That's a big ass thing of WD-40. I never knew you could buy big old cans of WD-40 like that. Hey, don't give me. Hey, give me that big can of WD-40. I didn't know you could refill the spray. They got a non-spray WD-40. Huh? Maybe I'm a dumbass for not ever knowing that. No, it's the idea that that's your culture. From the moment you're a child, like that's your culture. You're listening to your mom in the car, listening to songs about fucking and killing people. You come home and mom is watching fucking Real Housewives on the couch and smoking a joint. Shit like that. If you can't look at your parents as like a guide, then you didn't have any.
Alright, bro, that's a fucking enough. You showed it, bro. You showed him. Alright, it's over.
This redneck has had fatigue for a while. You can tell. This is young animal brother. You know, when that black guy decided to egg you on in that store, I don't think he expected that to happen to him. He will think next time, like, that's like just finding Rocky. The chips is just your bad fucking day, man. 9 out of 10 white boys you'd try to fight in the AutoZone, you might have had a chance. But this one, he had fatigue overload, and that did not work out for you. I'm sorry. That's an important lesson. You don't want to just judge people by their fucking race and be like, this person doesn't have fighting ability. Yes, a working knowledge of most professional boxing matches would teach you that. But you could get surprised what happens in MMA. Baby mamas. A problem that transcends all race, religion, creed, political fucking problems in the country. You could have a fucking Black Panther, a Black Hebrew Israelite Black Panther activist, and me sitting next to one another. And if the conversation of duplicitous evil hoes comes up, you will find that we have more things in common than indifference.
I know you're the mom,
yes,
and
you're the
I'm
best.
trying to be
Shut the fuck
respectful
up.
here.
Hey. Not once did you ever take me on a trip or anything. No matter how many times I begged, no matter how many times I asked, no matter what I said, what I did, not once.
Lauren, we're not doing this. Please stop. We've got a long trip.
It's not my fucking problem.
But it is, really. Like, we're trying to leave, and you're in my door because you want to, like, bother me and my new girlfriend or whatever.
Lauren, you don't need to be doing this, first of all, in front of the kids.
Yeah, Lauren, stop. You're being an asshole. Yeah, that's what they all say. That's what the child's mother always... I'm not doing anything in front of the kids. The children should know their father. But God forbid you were to pull some shit like that. Shit have you in court for poisoning the children against the other parent the next day.
We're having a polite conversation.
Look, just talk to your attorney. We're leaving. You've been rude.
I'm not being rude.
You dropped the F-bomb.
Ethan, this is how I talk. This is how I fucking talked since before I even met you.
Wait, but what F-bomb? Did she call you the F-slur? Or did she just say fuck? I don't care about either one. I just want to know.
It's not appropriate in front of the children.
It's only now just not appropriate.
No, it wasn't.
Since we've been separated for 6 months.
It wasn't appropriate the first time. It wasn't appropriate now. And I've asked you not to do it in front of the kids.
Why? Because you want them to grow up to be little snowflakes and have little road-covered glasses on?
Because I don't think they should see their mother acting like a jerk.
No, their mother is not acting like a jerk to get more money that you're not giving.
I mean, you are being a little bit of a jerk.
And I'd rather see you in jail, which is what's going on.
For what?
Then do that, Lauren.
just like a bitch. You got to go to jail because you've hurt me, because you've somehow emotional damage. Why you got to go to jail? What did he do to go to jail? You probably he threatened her or something. You never know. You can tell it's something petty as fuck.
Okay, thank you. This is a good talk. We're gonna leave now. And okay.
Drive super fucking safe. Bye, you bitch. Yeah, I'm sure when that video comes out in court, you're gonna be the one the judge sides with. I wouldn't know because we're leaving. Cooler King comes in for 5 and says, they still gonna sell that shit off the floor. I don't think you're wrong. They're gonna pick it back up. Their Indian motherfuckers want to make that money. They don't. I bought so much crunched up and old shit out of Indian stores. Jesus. Sorry, I get upset over really petty shit. Thank you. Banku says foreign politicians and furries, teas, etc. Good. Answering the question of who would the undesirables on the list be. And Banku says, had a gas station like this, talking about that shitty fight in the gas station, until cops/security started breaking the arms of the kids that did it. Sometimes that's what's necessary. But be careful, Banku. Things like that can end us in a place like Australia, where they have a 2-tiered policing system.
Someone needs to make sense of this for me. A person called Ahmed Nadir, who was a nurse in a Sydney Australian hospital, said that he had killed Jews and threatened to continue to kill Jewish patients that come to the hospital.
I have a question. Let's say an Israeli, God forbid.
I won't treat them.
Oh yeah, we saw this. Those Australian hospital people, Australian Tom P, Muslim Tom P was trolling these motherfuckers.
Kill them.
You'll kill them?
You have no idea how many Israeli Khara dog came to this hospital and I sent him to Jahannam.
I don't believe you.
I literally sent him to Jahannam.
You know what you should say? Just tell him you don't believe him. I don't believe you. I don't think you've killed anybody.
Now, this was 3 or 4 days ago, and this guy hasn't even been arrested yet.
But he probably didn't do that.
And the news are reporting about his mental health and how, he's struggling so much after the public backlash from his literally threatening murder.
Oh, no, we shit all over him. Yeah, he's being a shithead. He's being an absolute fuckface. He should probably lose his job for going out in public and threatening to kill people who come in that hospital. That doesn't mean he was going to do it. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, the reason why this bothers me a lot
is
because I was thrown in prison and given draconian bail conditions because I posted an anti-lockdown protest during lockdowns.
The plot thickens. Starting to understand your indignation. So you're saying that you posted just some anti-lockdown shit and you got thrown in jail? And as long as you're brown in Australia, you can talk about how you're going to murder motherfuckers and get away with it?
This guy, this immigrant, gets to threaten murder on social media. It's gone viral around the world and he still isn't even arrested. He hasn't even done an interview with police. This is disgusting, and I think that Australians need
don't worry, enough Jews are going to see that shit. Something bad's going to happen to them.
To go to the police headquarters.
You can't fuck with those Jews, man. They'll get you.
In Sydney next week. I think we should organise something because this is called 2-tier policing, okay? Either the police are scared of Muslims or they're scared of, I don't know.
No, I think it should. I think all these hate crime laws that they want to come into your country and impose on you should absolutely be imposed on them the same way. If in your country you're not allowed to even say that you want to be an anti-immigration person, they throw you in jail for hate speech. Well, okay, if you're going to talk about murdering fucking Jews, then you can go to jail too in that country. See, me, I believe in freedom of speech. You should be able to say whatever the fuck you want.
I actually do not understand.
Unfortunately, that's not how your country works.
And why they aren't treating this a lot more seriously than it actually is. And I want to put on record that this, to me,
it's probably because you're ugly. I'm going to be honest with you. It's because your face is fucked up.
Has nothing to do with Islam versus Jewish. This is...
Yes, it does. You better believe it does.
You are an Australian immigrant and you are threatening to kill people in a public hospital. I don't care what race you're threatening to...
No, he said he'd already done it, which is, like I'm saying, probably not true.
kill. That makes no difference to me. The fact
I'm glad that he's running for his fucking life. You know, like Laura Izaguirre says, these Nazi motherfuckers, these killer motherfuckers, they should never know a moment's peace. They should be terrified every moment they walk out of their house. That's man, wait till the 19th. Ooh, this bitch crazy.
fact is, you need to be prosecuted yesterday and deported tomorrow.
No, if you're going to have those stupid fucking laws, then yeah, they should be enforced for both sides of it. Indeed. When you do that, people who didn't have that foresight will understand that you weren't a Nazi when you were saying you didn't want hate crime laws. It's that they're just fundamentally a bad fucking idea to police thought crimes and speech. But if you only apply it to, you know, one racial group, then it's real convenient, isn't it? Oh, just remember, it's okay to ignore white people. No one will care. Unless they're Canadian. Damn, we're heel wrestlers now. We're bad guy wrestlers. We should Andy Kaufman this shit. I think that might be what Trump's doing. He's just going full fucking Kaufman. You think Trudeau's in on it? He's playing the Jerry the King Lawler thing right now. But it's not, because Jerry Lawler could beat the shit out of Andy Kaufman, and there's no way Canada could beat us in a fight. They didn't even beat us in the hockey fights in this game. Sorry, babe, it's true. I saw one fight, one of the Canadian players got on top. You understand, if this keeps happening, I will kill you.
No.
You fucking bold. We don't deserve this. We don't deserve to be booed by your country. You're being racist, bigots, xenophobes. All that shit you hate, it's exactly what you are right now. No, what if I was just like, fuck Canadians because of some shit Trudeau did? You'd be like, oh, I hate Trudeau too. Fuck that guy, man. We're all sick of his ass. But as soon as Donald Trump says something, we get the boos. It's okay to just boo us. Speak for your country. No, speak up. Speak for your homeland. Giggling and shit like this is funny. It's not fucking funny. Your people are booing my people. That's the precursor to war. Do you understand what's going to happen to our love? Some fucking epic, tragic, split-up romance shit because of a war. I'm not crossing my country for you. If we go to war with Canada anytime between now and the time you leave in the morning, I have to kill you first to show the rest of these motherfuckers I'm serious. Yes, I do. There is no underground railroad for Canada. I'm not that type of motherfucker. My family fought for the Confederacy. If anything, you'll be like a slave. You'll be doing basically what you do around the house now. It's the law. It's the law. We are the law. Leave. I hope the chat is chastising you right now. You booed us. This was completely unexpected. I cannot think of one reason why Canada might be a little upset with America right now. What a wonderful national anthem performance to boo, too. They had the guy that sounded like this. They had an opera motherfucker out there singing, getting booed. I bet he was fat as shit, too, man. I think it was the fat opera dude. What movie was it? Mr. Deeds? When he got hit in the restaurant. Oh! Backed up against the wall. Now let's go to Chile, where a very unfortunate accident happened. A kayaker was swallowed by a whale. Now, you see, this type of whale does not have the facilities and the ability to eat a person. It is a baleen whale, as a matter of... Well, it's not a... That would be a type of whale. But it uses baleen to hunt krill. As I used to teach people back when I was with a company that I cheapened their brand and somehow when I left, they fell off the planet. And he's okay.
Yo pensé que me había comido ya y que me había tragado, pero claro, yo sentía que quizás era una orca. Habíamos estado hablando de orcas poco antes, entonces tenía eso en la cabeza.
That's funny to me. I just got sucked in by a whale and spit out. He's going to tell that story forever now.
Pero ya cuando salí entendí que claro,
hey, it's Virgie. How you doing out there, bud?
Probablemente era por curiosidad que se había acercado la ballena o quizás como para comunicar algo.
Agárralo, vete para la orilla.
This is why Pinochet was so fucking tough, man. You got whales swallowing you up in this country.
Sí, yo en un principio cuando pensé que había muerto fue como claro, mucho terror.
Of course, it was a lot of terror. Indeed, yeah, you were swallowed by a whale. But I mean, you were in his mouth like 2 seconds. You really gonna be this much of a pussy about it?
Porque pensé que ya no podía hacer nada, ¿no? Y cuando salí y empecé a flotar, ahí sentí el miedo de verdad de que también le fuese a pasar algo a mi papá.
Oh, I'm sorry you survived. It would have been a funnier story if you didn't. Let's go to Great Britain. This is fucking boring to me. In Great Britain, a knifeman responds to burning a Quran in London at the Turkish embassy. What a rude thing to do.
Boss, look here, look. Go for me. Look.
No.
God, he's got a knife.
You should fight him off with the Quran.
Go. Idiot. Wow. You fucking idiot. You burn the Quran.
Yeah, but I've seen, Muslims burn American flags and blow themselves up to kill a lot of people. Really, just burning a Quran, what does it matter?
Go.
Is your religion really that fragile?
He's got a knife as well. No. Oh, you got a knife, man. Come with the fucking idiot. Wait, don't come to me. Off from here. Listen.
Wait, hold on. Chuck says Troop Beverly Hills. Really? Yeah. Really? What kind of fucking question is that?
Symphony of spending.
This one. Out. I'll take the rest. I started my new meaningful life today, and I bought a whole new meaningful wardrobe to go with it.
Until her husband stopped the music.
Look, dude, it's Neffler the Muffler Man. Remember in this movie, his name is Neffler. He's Neffler the Muffler Man. That's how he made his money.
Ounce of credit for anything I do.
That's because you never do anything.
Well,
see, look, it's got that guy in it, Chuck.
I guess I'm going to do something right now. Approve!
Mom's going to be our new troop leader.
Who are you? Phyllis Neffler.
Troop
Beverly Hills.
Now she's changing her style.
Well, girls, are you ready to rough it?
From Rodeo Drive.
I can't let you take the girls out there alone.
Why not?
Because you get lost in your walk-in closet.
To Cookie Drives.
It's got that nun. You remember the nun who was all fucking shy and shit in Sister Act? She's in this movie too.
Jamboree thing sounds fabulous. My troop is definitely...
Why would you not want to watch this? What kind of childhood did you have if you didn't know what Troop Beverly Hills was? That guy's in it. And that's that chick, that redheaded chick from the 80s.
Going. What is a jamboree?
From room service.
Is this what you call roughing it? 1 bathroom for 9 people? Yes.
To public service.
Today I am here to
We're going to learn to do the Freddy.
demonstrate for you CPR. Lie down and open your mouth.
Last time I did this, I got more than a patch for it.
And from high society.
Do you like people to call you dictator?
Yeah, Craig T. Nelson.
Or just dick?
That guy.
To high adventure.
Look, see, because they're scouts, but they're from Beverly Hills, so they're not really acclimated to the wild, and so hijinks ensue, and they have to beat the Carson City girl troop, because when movies like this came out when I was a child, I didn't know the difference between movies for boys and movies for girls, and that's why I'm a little bit of a maybe that's the reason that I'm a little bit of a fat. It's true.
Listen, I'm just filming, yeah? The Quran. No, you shouldn't be. Listen. This is my religion.
So, the point is, yes, true Beverly Hills. And now immigrants in Germany terrorize an old German lady. You have to put up with that shit. because you gave up the rights to rule your own country. Sorry about that. We now go to New Zealand. We're at an Auckland Pride Parade. They were interrupted by protesters from a group called Man Up, who did the haka at them. I see. It's douche versus glitter. I like this, though. Just unapologetic men screaming at these people and terrorizing them. Oh, I thought you wanted to be all like Stonewall, throwing bricks and fighting people. What's up? Is this like toxic masculinity? Haka them! Haka them now! Haka those queers! There you go, get that haka! Every moment. Gotta stake my claim. I have to survive. The first expeditionary douchebag chode force is taking control of this road, sir. If doing a haka made people a threat, their country wouldn't be a complete nothing. Because this is what real men do. What's happening in the street right now is what real men do. Man up and dance in the street like West Side Story. We are douchebags. This motherfucker's out here trying to have a dance contest with the queers to win New Zealand. You're never gonna win a dance contest with queers, you idiot. Who do you think you are? Stifler? Tonight, we need to talk about some fat shit. First up in fats. You remember that lady who said she was going to sue Lyft because the guy told her she was too fat for his car? She made this video trying to prove that she's not too fat for cars, and it just proves she's too fat for cars.
Ride is ready.
I don't even see how someone who looks like this feels entitled to human rights. You're not a human by any measure that I can see, any standard. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Yellowstone explodes, we get covered in ash, like Vesuvius and shit. And 10,000 years from now, aliens come to dig us up. And they find the indentation of your body in the ground with your skeleton in there. They're going to assume that your skeleton was a creature that was eaten by a larger invertebrate. You disgust me. You shouldn't be alive. You are an embarrassment to your race, your community, your gender, and human beings as a fucking whole. If there was any other intelligent life that we knew about, that we could compare us to, and that would put me in some general sense on the same side of anything as you, I would feel fucking embarrassed to be the same species as you. Because you are proof we deserve to die. If aliens land tomorrow and say, give us a reason that you should live, any argument we make can be countered when they pull up a picture of you.
See me last time I went to cop me a Durango thanks to Al. Woman, I am not a doctor. I cannot save you.
Yeah, but it's a different vehicle. This is actually a bigger one. But still, yeah, if I wouldn't let you in my vehicle if that's how you fit in it. I don't think you're making the point you want to make.
We got everything.
Also, because you're fucking dumb, you don't know you can't make that point unless you have the same vehicle. But no, go ahead. I see you got your little friend to carry your dog around.
I don't know, y'all. I might just caught the rain.
That's a Range Rover. I could fit in a big ass SUV, y'all. We had to get the seat. Why are you outside the fucking... Hey, why are you outside the shop with this shit? Don't tell me they had to customize this vehicle so that your fat ass could fit in it. Don't tell me that you're picking up your Range Rover from the shop, that they had to move the seat back in so you could sit in it and try to make this point. Don't tell me that just because you're in front of this fucking shop, that is not a possibility. I don't think that the seat in a Range Rover goes back flat that far.
Like me, I want some shit that you
There ain't no back seat in that car.
never get your hands on. What the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Ask me if I care, I don't really give a fuck.
Send this bitch to Mars, Elon. Just put her on the next fucking rocket. I want her to die. I'm just saying. Here's some vanilla pudding for you boys. I know you've worked very hard this week and you deserve a reward. Yummy, yummy. I know you guys like this. And one of you have got to be man enough. Get at it, boys. Enjoy. Look at it go. I know you like what you're seeing. You just don't want to admit it. You man enough to handle a woman like that? Let's work it up for us, babe. I could not hit this from the back. I'm just saying it would be impossible. My penis could not fit from her butt cheeks to whatever hole exists. I'm not even sure one does anymore. It probably sealed itself up like a rot pocket. God damn, how do you become like this? All jokes aside, you know, I make fun. How do you become this? How does that sit on that? My 700-pound life. There should be... You know how liberals say there should be no such thing as a billionaire? There should be no such thing as a 700-pound person. You hit about 650, we should just, like, mercy kill you. I'm not inciting people to go kill fat people. I'm saying the government should pass a law to ensure that when you hit the upper echelon of like 650, something like that, yeah, we should... I don't want humans to be defined as something that big. It sets a bad standard. Nah, Virgie, you're right. That's not people, and I'm willing to die on that fucking hill. Laura's going to write down that I said that, and she's going to say fat people aren't people, and there's going to be a bunch of angry people at me, and I don't care, because I'm not scared of fat people. I'm not scared of anybody. I can walk backwards and laugh up a small staircase, and they can't fuck with me. This annoying girl in our next video wants to boycott the United States.
Guys, I'm not boycotting the US because I hate Americans.
This is one of your fucking people.
I'm boycotting the US because I hate Donald Trump, and I hate the way that he's treating Canada.
Okay, well, see, the thing is, your country has the GDP of Mississippi. You import most of your shit from us. We don't really need anything from you. We have Vermont for our maple syrup. I can live without Crown Royal.
Tariffs are bullshit. Saying that he's gonna make us...
If tariffs are bullshit, why do you have 100% tariffs on your products? Why does your country require $200 billion from my country in subsidies just to exist? Why do you deserve to exist if you cannot do so without us?
He's gonna make us the 51st state. It's bullshit. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like traveling to the US anytime soon because I stand with Canada and I don't agree with what's happening right now. But there's no hate here for Americans. Not a huge fan if you voted for Donald.
That's not true. Every time I've gone to Canada, people have been an asshole to me, and when I ask why they're being an asshole, the answer is always the same from Leaf, because you're from the States. You guys are dicks to us. That's why I don't have any sympathy for you.
And we don't align if you did. But anyway, I just wanted to make that
She's sitting right next to me. Should have piped up if I was lying.
clear. Not boycotting because I hate Americans. Boycotting because I love Canada and I hate Donald Trump.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's going to matter, sweetie. Next in women's rage, terrorism at national parks. And by terrorism, I mean they're going to key your car.
If you're out here celebrating Elon Musk and his supposed finding fraud, which he's not, I better not see you at a national park this summer. I better not see you at any federal preserve or national monument or national...
So he's just nothing that he found is fraudulent. Nothing that he found is a wasteful spending of our tax dollars throwing gold bricks off the Titanic, as it was put. That just doesn't happen. This is what I mean when I say Republicans will make a fucking mountain out of a molehill. Some moral issue will become the biggest, stupidest thing in the world to Republicans. Admitted. But Democrats are the champions at just pretending a giant problem doesn't exist. Oh, did you know that Americans do more crimes than illegal immigrants? Really? Because in my view, the rate of crimes done by illegal immigrants is 100%. Every single one of them committed a crime. What the fuck are you talking about?
Park. If you wear one of those red hats, get out. Get out. You know what? They say the outdoors are for everyone. It's not for you, babe. It's not for you.
Yeah, you look like you're going to survive longer than me.
If you are a mag...
I hope something happens in our lifetime where people like you are just left to just fend for yourself on your wits and skills alone. Please let this happen. So the bitch who's like, you just ain't built to be outside. So I can see how she enjoys living outside. I'll have a shelter within a couple hours. What do you know how to build, ma'am?
Fan. The outdoors are not for you and national parks are not for you. Why? Because they just fired all probationary workers from the U.S. Forest Service. Good luck getting any bathrooms cleaned this summer. Good luck having rangers for programs.
I'm sure they can clean the bathrooms without new Forest Server workers. If why would we hire new workers right now for an organization that we are about to audit, maybe fire them, and an organization that hasn't been doing their job well enough? You're so worried about cleaning up the national park. Why aren't we raking them? Why aren't we making sure they didn't catch on fucking fire?
Good luck doing anything for our national parks because you just decided that was fraud and that wasn't needed.
Because national parks are these high maintenance fucking things, right? It's just nature. You don't have to really fuck with it.
Even though things like USAID are 1% of the budget, because you don't know how to do research and you're so busy sucking up to billionaires and watching our federal lands be open.
Yeah, she believes Democrats spend more time outside than Republicans. Yeah, I guess if you mean standing outside of food truck lines in a city.
Up for oil drilling and for exploration when they should be protected. You think that they're going to do anything to protect the environment? They absolutely are not.
What if I told you nobody is on the other side of we don't want the earth to die? What if I told you no one's on the other side of that issue? We just don't believe your fear-mongering bullshit that we're all going to die in a couple of years if we don't do exactly what you say. There's good reason for that. I'm not a science denier. When I was a child, 1985, I was told by 1990 New York would be underwater. Miami would be underwater. 1990 rolls around, it's 1997 when that's going to happen. 1997 rolls around, it's 2005. 2005 rolls around, it's 2015. Now it's 2025, and they're telling us by 2030. At what point is the scientific practice going to be to not fucking listen to you? Guess what? New York's still not flooded. The ice caps aren't melted. Maybe I just don't want to engage in hyper fear-mongering on either side.
Because you are so far up a billionaire that you have...
Unless it's trans people, but it's not because I really... It's just because I want to piss off this person named Laura.
No idea what's going on. So here's the thing. If I see your camper or your ginormous truck at a campground this summer, at a national park campground, bestie, I might be confronting you. I hope I don't see your red hat anywhere on the trails, because you don't deserve it. The outdoors aren't for you. Stay inside.
I'm really terrified, Mrs. Poole. I'm really worried about how you're going to confront me. It's nice seeing that you still have something to do after Hogan's family. Not many people are going to get that, but the ones that do will appreciate it. This was sent to us by Jeff Vader, sight unseen. He just said it's a very important news issue. He said do it for arrests. It's a scary arrest video.
Length during a party just weeks before the murders. Front and center of the police attention was Tiffany Williams, a girl who had overheard the start of the attack. Police would interview Tiffany several times, along with 17-year-old Zachary Burkett, who had gone with Tiffany to the house 2 hours after receiving the troubling call. At the time of the interviews, Tiffany was pregnant to a man named AP. AP was the ex-boyfriend of a girl called...
Hush up, little girl. A lot of cats got that name. We're going to do our arrest video now. It's a road raging couple who think they're untouchable.
She just hit a pedestrian and tried to deny it.
I did not!
You did?
No, I didn't! He was on top of my car!
This is what her passenger had to say.
No, whatever happened, happened. So then, so we back up, hit a U-turn, so...
How could it be the same nigga announcing? It's the same guy!
Whenever we go to hit a U-turn...
He's haunting me!
And one of the ladies had jumped out of her car, told us to block the road, said slow down.
Nah, Leaf's playing on her phone. She can't hear the monitors. She doesn't know what those people just said. None of you are going to tell her.
15, 17 miles an hour is not fast. I mean, I can see how that's a little faster than what's supposed to be on this road. I understand that, but 15 to 17 miles an hour wasn't fast to us. And I'm looking at this speedometer.
Slower than the actual speed limit.
Is it really?
Yeah, speed limit's 25 on this road.
Oh.
Don't want to go 25.
Right. 6 minutes of them cussing us out. We're like, shut the up. We have to leave. We have places to be. So we just went around them and went about our business. So we come back, hit the U-turn, we go this way. This 4x4 had followed us all the way down to her friend's house. Yeah. All the way down to her friend's house. We are at her friend's house for maybe 30 to 40 minutes. That's a long time to sit at somebody's house waiting for them to come out.
Everybody witnesses here. I don't know. You might have witnesses all over the place. I don't know.
This lady that lives here too, she come out. I don't know just how much she's seen, but she was standing here. Yeah,
I just came up during the episode. After the episode of Jackson.
But I'm bleeding physical proof.
Do you want EMS or?
No press charge.
For sure.
And you're no to them or anything?
I'm no relation to them. I got my brother lives in here, and my sister here, and my dad lives in here. So I was.
There's going to be some redneck ruckus in our arrest video tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get too deep into the shit, Deluxe came in for 10, didn't say a word. Just as he always does, drop 10. Well, I say thank you. That's the words I have for you. And Cornelius Buttknuckle had an important message for my fiance. Listen up, woman. He says, tell Leaf if she's serious about moving to the States, she'll go drop a deuce on Governor Trudeau's front doorstep when she gets home. I don't think they know how far you live from Ontario. You want to do what? Are you...
That's like brown people behavior.
That's not white people behavior. That's brown people behavior, she says. And in this, my friend, I believe she's correct. That was a test. That was a test, Leaf, and you passed.
Just going to my sister's house to do some paperwork and I pulled in, and this car comes.
Also, I think you can go to jail in your country for saying that.
Hauling ass up, I pulled up right here. You can still see my tire tracks where I stopped, pulled up. There's skid steers right there to them. Yeah. They told me this car coming in, cussing them out. When they come out, they come through there, and I just run around through my neighbor's yard. And when I run around there, they come straight away in my car, stomp the gas, and me over the like that. So, and then that guy stopped their car with a hammer, the windshield with a hammer, because she tried to run me over.
You did?
Yep, he did. Because, I mean, she intentionally tried to run me over. I mean, because if she'd have kept going, yeah, that's run up, because I'd have folded up on her car as she going. So he run up to stop, because she kept...
$40 till we drop culture. Just thought that might be interesting for some of you to know. StreamElements.com/, the link in the description. My Ko-Fi and Rumble rants tonight. All available for you to help me to, I guess, pay for this bitch's Uber to go home tomorrow from the airport in her town or something. But it doesn't, you know what? The point is, just give me your fucking money. Okay? Let's not make this weird.
Like I had to kind of hop up on the car. I wouldn't get sucked up underneath.
Okay. So we finally leave. We come out, and so it followed us all to about right here. I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? Being out here, and I don't want to be rude, but this is hillbilly country in my opinion. I don't trust these people. I'm not from here. I feel like I'm going to get shot.
Okay, well, to be fair, it does appear to be hillbilly country.
You know what I'm saying?
The people you're talking with do appear to be some rednecky folks.
So I'm not getting out of the car. She's not getting out of the car.
I'm out there like, good people.
We have a baby in the car. I'm not fighting. I'm not stepping out. You know, he was beating our car, punching it, kicking it, doing everything under the sun. And so we're like, okay, so we stayed there for a second. A fist isn't going to hurt our car. I seen the dude come with a tomahawk. Well, in my opinion, it's like a little mini double-sided axe that I call a tomahawk. You know, it's like a throwing axe, you know?
Yes, that's what white people would call a hatchet.
Its blade is small. And then so I'm like, okay, I see a tomahawk, we gotta go, you know? So we didn't speed off on him, but he is in front of our car and we pressed the gas a little bit. We didn't, take off, but then he came up, he literally jumped up and slammed into our car with the tomahawk. That's what that is right there. Me, her, and my son's life is in danger. I don't like that. So now well, I
don't know many people that do. You'd have to really hate your wife and son to enjoy that kind of thing.
So we can't go this way. So like at that point, and then we came up. So the plan was so the plan was to circle back, and go back to her house. But everything was going on. They kept blocking us off. We couldn't go nowhere. They kept running us, chasing our car, hitting our car. We couldn't do anything.
One of those situations where you do nothing. Just dial 911. That would have handled the chaos.
So we just
or you shoot that motherfucker if he's coming at you with a goddamn hatchet, but whatever.
Stayed in our car. They, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually I hopped out. I'm like, look, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on, but please just let us go through. This dude right here, this dude in the blue, no, not the blue pants, camo shirt right here, took a third off, throwing his hat on the ground. Fight me, throwing racial slurs and shit. Like, no, I'm not fighting you. There are 7 people right here.
Well, sometimes you just gotta fight.
And one of me.
Sometimes you just gotta get out of your car on a side road and fight the toothless meth head rednecks that are surrounding your vehicle. What the fuck's wrong with you? What, are you worried? Just because you're in Klan country?
I have my female and my son here. I'm not getting...
Why don't you quit being a pussy, okay?
Jumped in front of my son. Y'all got axes and guns and da-da-da.
This is your fucking fault. This is your fault, Jimmy, for being such a little cunt.
I'm not fighting y'all. Are you stupid? So then, we didn't fight.
Just because Sandwich lit up a cross behind the house when he saw you coming down the road doesn't mean you were under threat. This is just how they say hello.
We didn't do anything. We just hopped in our car. The cops were on their way. We had ran back because
I didn't know he tried to run over cousin Kevin.
At this point, I fear for my life. So we ran back that way to her friend's house because I'm not standing around while they're punching our car, hitting our car with tom axes, throwing racial slurs. I don't know what type of guns they got. They're hicks. They're hillbillies.
They're like, of course he was racist. That's who lives here. Why were you here?
Sorry, I don't know if that's offensive. I don't trust them. I'm not from here. I fear for my life out here. So we ran back that way. I called the dispatcher, and they said, go back to the scene because deputies are there. So I said, okay, deputies are there. We're going.
I want to make sure I got your story correct, sir. You were doing absolutely nothing wrong. You were listening to classical music while driving your vehicle down this country road at a reasonable speed with your wife and your child, singing songs together. 99 bottles of beer shit. And then suddenly these evil white people just run in broad daylight, just attack your car with hatchets and bats and start busting it out and telling you to get out and fight them. You have wandered into MAGA country. Are you sure that's exactly how it went down, sir?
Back, and now we're back.
You did?
Is this Jussie Smollett?
Yeah, he did. Because, she intentionally tried to run me over.
Because if she'd have kept going,
that's run up because I'd have folded up on her car as she going. So he run up to stop because she kept, I had to kind of hop up on the car. I wouldn't get sucked up underneath.
Okay.
So he was just defending me. I didn't get sucked up underneath the car. Why he hit the windshield with it? Because if he didn't, they're going and I would have went underneath. He hit me.
Oh, it's never good when the cops approach you from behind like that.
So
try to just say, hey, slow down and be nice. It was
and then turn it into a hate crime, white power, you know, and then gonna say you're gonna go get a gun and come back and shoot everybody after you done hit me with a car. Yeah, of course this man's gonna try to fight somebody. He just threatened us with a gun, talking about, and called us all crackers. Brought up white privilege and this and that. Like,
so he threatened y'all with a gun?
Yeah.
So he decided he was gonna get out. For your story is you were just minding your own business, and this black man and his family of criminals, his baby criminal with him, his criminal ass fucking bullshit wife, just came down the road and yelled at you. Said you're a white privilege having cracker ass cracker. Well, no one should say that about Sandwich's cousins. And so you said, sir, let us de-escalate this situation like civilized men, like gentlemen. We can't be just running around out here, threatening one another, calling each other racial slurs. That's a terrible thing. And he said, I'm going to shoot you. Something tells me neither one of you is telling us the truth here.
Yeah. Said, I'm going to get a gun. And I'll come back and kill all you crackers. I put it in with a gun. That's why they went back in there.
On the other hand, they've got like 4 witnesses. White man wins.
Said he was going to get a gun and come back and shoot all of us.
So this is a private drive,
yes,
obviously.
Sir. Yes, sir. They don't live
and there's signs right there at our driveway, Bradford County signs, and go in and say.
I'm not fighting these people. They got guns. They got axes. I'm clearly see this dude wait.
Has guns. Don't even bring that kind of crap up. There's one person.
Man, we don't need to. Hold on.
Martha, get back in the truck.
No, I did not know. I'm in an area I'm not familiar with. I'm from New York. Being out here is scary for me. So when I see the dude with the tomahawk, I don't know what they have. I'm not getting out of my car. I'm not
when
fighting.
Did you see the guy with the tomahawk with a
when he
hat?
freaking hit our windshield earlier.
Is that before or after?
This is. So I see the roadblock.
After she went to the neighbor's yard and the guy made contact with front of the car.
Yeah.
That's when you seen it?
Yeah. No, I seen him originally because we seen the roadblock and we try to hit the grass so we can avoid the roadblock. I'm not trying to fight nobody. I don't want none of that. We hit the thing and then everybody starts running to our car. After we hit the grass and they see that we're trying to avert the situation, they don't want the situation averted. So they run to our car. They start punching our car. They start beating our car. Dude comes up with an axe and hits our car.
Did y'all have like trucks or anything?
No, sir. She could have got out on this side. Kyle and the white F-250, because I just pulled down here to turn around, and he pulled up and was just talking to me and didn't know anything about it. And they were trying to say we had the roadblock.
So how was he parked? Was he parked like parallel with you or sideways?
He was slow way. He kind of just pulled up. You can see where I pulled up to the skid steer. This skid steer was parked right there. You can see where I pulled right up to him, just to talk to him. That's it. I said, hey, how's the road going? You know, and I pulled up right there. Okay. I didn't try to block the road. I just pulled in. I didn't even know what happened in the beginning of this, that they got an argument, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even know about it.
You were just pulling up.
I was just pulling up to say, hey, how's the road going? Y'all doing a good job. And then they come hauling ass by, and they went to cut through the road, and I was standing right here, so I just walked around and was like, hey, slow down. And they had to come. They couldn't go through these pipes right here or over these things.
Right.
I'm standing right here, and I just like, slow down. She's like, get the out of my way. And I'm like, no, you need to slow down. And then she hit me with the car, and I fell on top of it. And then she kept going, and if he wouldn't have hit the car in the yard, he wouldn't have hit the car with a hammer to suck me underneath the damn car.
We want to take a picture of your shins.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
Based on the witnesses' statements, the officers decided to arrest the driver.
I just want to run them over.
Okay. All right, so put your hands behind your back.
I'm getting arrested?
Yeah, you're getting arrested.
For what? Why am I getting arrested?
You a bitch.
Turn around.
What am I getting arrested for? For what?
Hitting him with a vehicle.
I did not hit him with a vehicle.
What? Basically what's going to happen that you're being charged with don't mean you're being convicted of it, okay?
I did not.
You did.
No, I didn't. He was on top of my car.
He was hitting our car with
Are you kidding me?
Just like I said, there's multiple witnesses saying
that. Ow, this hurts. Y'all are really going to arrest me because they blocked off the road?
You tried to fucking run over Kevin. We ain't in the forgiving business.
And attacked my car?
With my baby in it?
That is crazy, bro.
Just because of being charged with it don't mean you're convicted of it.
Fuck you, motherfucker. This is a MAGA checkpoint.
I understand. You good?
All you had to do is say you want to make America great again. We'd have let you go.
For now, I just need to. It's just, I'm good. I just hate wrongful convictions. I hate these people getting exactly what they wanted when they hit me. So what's happening with this?
Nothing, man. I'm sorry. This bitch is, she is in violation of our local emissions laws because she was burning fossil fuels out here, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna take pictures of this. It's gonna be documented.
And I want everybody's
Fossil fuels, son. Things like petroleum, coal, other substances.
name, and y'all are getting f***ing sued, bro.
Let me tell you something.
No,
Let me tell you
we're all
something. If you
getting
pull
in
away
trouble.
from me again, I'm gonna
Put
slam
me
you
in
on
the
the
cop car and bring me to motherfucking jail. Because I promise once I get out of this you trying to slam me?
Hey, go in. Hey, go in.
That's the silliest scream I've heard in a minute. Ah! You trying to slam me? Ah! Hell yeah, we trying to slam you, bitch. You gonna slam her? Ah!
Away from me again, I'm gonna slam you on the
cop car and bring me to motherfucking jail. Because I promise once I get out of this you trying to slam me?
Hey, go in. Hey, go in. Charge her some more charges. Let's just rack them up. I ain't playing that.
They're just sitting out there with their beers, watching this shit happen.
I ain't playing that.
How are you gonna say I was resisting? I don't want to be slammed. I said take me to the goddamn.
Now you get another charge. Keep on running your mouth. Ooh, keep on running your mouth.
That is so up. Y'all are
Get in the car now.
Y'all are up people, bro.
Get in.
Y'all are
Get the
up. Wait a minute, dude.
Get in. Get in the car now.
Get in there.
Y'all are people.
Get in the car. Take it.
Up, dude. Sir. Dude, I have stuff to do, bro. I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do anything.
Oh, come on, officer. She's got shit to do. I think we've all been in that position. I've got things to do. I can't go to jail today.
You know, the marks on your hands, face, anything.
I mean, it hit my hand too, but I mean, I don't really have a mark yet, but that's about the only thing it did. I mean, I tried to hop up so I didn't get
the bumper hit you?
Yeah,
All
so
right.
I didn't get sucked up underneath it. Because, I mean, she had full intentions of not stopping, and that's why that man run up there and hit that car with the hammer.
No.
I didn't even
doubt.
expect it to do it. That bitch, he hit it, and I was like, damn, thank God, and she stopped.
Yeah.
Like, are they hurt? Is there anything wrong with them? Are they any type of injured at all?
Yes.
Look at my.
Yeah. Yes.
It's really hot
Listen, buddy. Some hurts only show on the inside.
here. I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do anything.
Very few people want to go to jail, but I see you're a fan of Venom. Just try to think about what Venom would do.
Incredible.
Sir, I wasn't trying to resist. I didn't want to be slammed. It's the only thing I was resisting. I told him take me to the cop car. I wasn't trying to resist arrest.
This is not how Venom would handle this.
No, because he was trying to slam me. I was
He was
pulling.
not trying to slam you.
Dude, I was not trying to resist
Dude,
arrest.
I've been working these guys for long. They're all my guys. We don't do that.
He kept saying I'm gonna slam you.
If you keep on just snacking or snapping around.
Dude, I told him take me to the cop car. I was not
It's
resisting.
either that or get tased.
I wasn't resisting.
Holla at me on Rivals. I'm a Venom main. I'll show this bitch out of Venom.
I was not trying to not go to jail and fight him. He just kept saying
I'll be harassing that back line like a
he
motherfucker.
was gonna slam me. I was trying not to get slammed. I was pulling up
that.
I'm sorry.
Any kind of stiffening.
I can't believe I'm going to jail, dude.
Don't mean you're going to be charged. You're going to be charged. Don't mean you're going to be convicted of it.
I just hate that Bruce Lee motherfucker, Iron Fist, man. That shit's, you gotta nerf that shit. That and that Scarlet Witch bitch, she's gotta go too.
This is ruining my whole day. I'm gonna miss work and shit because of this. Because they attacked my car.
How the fuck she gonna be able to just kill everybody? Pure chaos!
I didn't even do anything. I did not run that guy over. I would never just try to run somebody over. I would not do that, dude.
Hey, I've known a few women to try to run people over.
I'm not like that. What, I'm just gonna try to kill somebody or something?
Let me ask you a question. Why didn't, bro, you seen him block the road. Why didn't you call 911?
I did. I started dialing 911. I did.
I did. I started, but then, I had things to do.
You called?
After they started jumping on my
No, I'm talking about when they had the road blocked.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking of it, but I didn't even get out of the car. I wasn't even trying to fight them or nothing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you seen a roadblock and you're in fear, why didn't you call 911?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But I didn't even get out of my car. I wasn't trying to fight them. I wasn't trying to do anything.
So 28 is a Veterans Affair. I'll get. Where'd you put it at?
I don't know.
You were waiting at the back to you?
We got Officer Seamus McFly over here. Look at this shit. Wow. You are red.
Veterans Affair.
You are. Holy shit, Seamus. I told you not to come back into town with that hat.
I'll get. Where'd you put it at?
I don't know.
Remember we handed it back
Oh,
to
it's
you?
in my pocket. I'm sorry.
You got it?
Yeah,
Okay,
wait.
cool.
I can keep it.
Just hang on to it.
Wait, I have a question for real. Like, I'm freaking out right now. Like, that guy that in my car with the lights is not going to jail. He's over there smiling, and I'm going to jail. It's so up, dude. I can't get over it. I'm sorry. Like, I can't get over it. I don't deserve to go to jail. I did not want to run anybody over. I wasn't.
Nah, Rattle, because she's got that fucking move, or she can just hit you with that fucking laser beam or whatever, and suck out all your energy.
Trying to hit anybody else.
That bitch is overpowered.
I wasn't aggressive. I didn't do anything.
Just like I said, you're being charged with it.
You should be able to sneak up behind Wanda and just bitch slap her, and she's out of the fight.
You need to be convicted of it, okay? What's going to happen is just because of the totality of the situation, all the witnesses saying the same thing, we have no choice of making an arrest on that.
So he's not going to jail because he has a bunch of people with him. Those are all his people, dude. Those are all his family and friends. That's not fair, dude. Like, that is not fair.
When the state reviews it, they may drop all the charges.
Oh my God, May. I didn't hit that guy.
You ever been arrested before?
Yes.
For what?
For stealing and for drugs one time.
What kind of drugs?
Do I have to tell you? Because I really don't want to tell you.
I'm trying to see if the judge. I'm trying to tell you, see if the judge will cut you a break. Is it like bad dope?
Yeah, bad drugs.
What?
I don't do drugs.
What,
but
fentanyl?
No, it was like beans.
It was beans? Were they magic beans? Did that man send you to go get drugs and you came home with magic beans, bitch?
What beans are? It was like ecstasy and shit.
Oh, okay.
But it had a lot of shit.
The kid's got a new name for the E. All right.
Was you selling
Molly's.
No.
Mr.
Yeah.
It was
I don't.
beans.
Yeah, I don't have. It's not even on my record.
All misdemeanors.
Okay, bye.
So you'll be fine.
The woman was charged with aggravated battery and resisting arrest. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
What do you like to play?
Well, wasn't that an adventure through the backwoods of America? 1:21 a.m. here in fabulous Los Angeles, broadcasting live from Adonis Paul's Pleasure Palace Hotel, Casino, Resort, and Gun Range. I'm Adonis Paul, your entertainment director, and we are having such a wonderful time here on Late Night with Adonis Paul, the 15th of February edition. Positive Vibes Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, and it does not end now. No, it does not. We've got more to go. We're not even going to take a break. That's right, I'm gonna push through real hard. Because I think tonight we'll be going over to Chuck's on Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're gonna go over to Trader Horn, possibly on Rumble, to watch something. I want to be out of here on time. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of all the talking bullshit, the commercials, taste of things to come, we love that stuff. I could also tell you about my Stream Elements, my Ko-Fi. Need a little love on those motherfuckers, please. We need to drop that culture. It's very important. But I'm not going to make you wait. Because it's True Beverly Hills tonight, baby.
Professor, what's another word for pirate treasure?
Well, I think it's booty. 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 That's what it is.
Yes, I got more bounce in the fucking bump, and then you wanna know why? Because I'm motherfucking trucking. I'm in the pocket just like Brady T. Got supplies of me, so you don't have to wait. Cause I'm the master blaster, picking up the Shasta. My voice sounds sweet cause it has to. So I don't match to my ass cause I'm blowing up. I like to thank the people for just showing up. But now I want y'all to move it. Put your point on the floor and just prove it.
There's a donkey in the bed, a dead hooker in my shed. There's a jet ski in the pool, so much blood inside my stool. There's a dead moose in my car, a dead fetus in a jar. Why's my date look like a dude? Why's my mugshot on the news? Black guy in my bed, and I'm pretty sure he's new. Oh yeah, got a sore backside, so I'm pretty sure we screwed. Jesus Christ. Wild turkey night. Yeah, I smoked a couple rocks. I jacked off with icy hot. Think I fingered carrot top. Wild turkey night.
Professor, what's another word for pirate treasure?
Sandwich did that to you. We're not on Rumble tonight, Chuck, but we are gonna watch True Beverly Hills, right? I was gonna watch it with Leaf. I'm doing that either way. I have to stay awake to take her to the airport. Oh, Samurai Cicada-san! Arigato! Threw in $10, bringing us down to $30 to culture. I'm sure we can come up with a combination of tips out there that can equal that amount. Now's the time to go to my Ko-Fi. Thank you in advance, and thank you, Samurai Cicada-san. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get back to your Saturday Night Late Night. It's now time for our spotlight on education. First up in our educational news, there's a bill in Utah that is going to that aims to ban pride flags in school. And the left is really pissed because it wouldn't ban like Nazi flags and Confederate flags, because they can't understand that those were armies and nations that actually existed in history. And gay pride is just a weird, fucked up, sexualized ideology. But hey, let's hear them out, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you going to be speaking to the sub or to the original bill?
World Star.
To the subs.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we will get started. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, committee. The bill I have before you today is one that I believe is becoming more and more needed as we...
JJ Lynn comes in for 2 and chants USA! 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 I'm looking around for my girlfriend, but she's not here. I'm sure she heard it.
Are starting to see increasingly more hostile type interactions between different political factions that we have within our society. And that is no different than what we're starting to see a lot within our education system, whether intended or unintended. The education system in our schools should be a place for children to learn, to not feel like they are being pushed or seen as agendas in one way or another as it pertains to political beliefs. And so what I'm trying to tackle today and what this bill does is it clarifies that flags that are political shall not be displayed within schools.
Fair enough. To be quite honest with you, I'm okay with that. The U.S. flag, your state flag, flags that have flown through history, they either apply to everyone in that classroom or no one in that classroom. For instance, your state flag, everyone in that classroom is a resident of the state, probably. If not, they should be understanding that they're going to a school in that state. Nation's flag, that applies to everybody. Nazi flag applies to nobody, because you're not a German in the 1930s and 40s. Confederate flag applies literally to nobody, because the CSA no longer exists. However, the pride flag would apply to some kids and one ideology, and it's the school endorsing that and saying, if you don't agree with this, you're just fucking evil. We're teaching that this is good, and what this isn't is going to be bad. They're shitting their pants because there's like, but this bill would allow Nazi flags, though. Yeah, because Germany was a country. The fuck? How stupid are you?
There's also part to the sub here that you'll also notice may not apply too much to this committee, but it does expand the scope of this to also counties and cities as well. That anything that is a taxpayer-funded entity cannot be flying a political flag. So unless the flag is clearly defined that I have here in the bill, you are not allowed to display that flag so that we can keep political neutrality throughout our schools and any of our taxpayer-funded entities that we have.
Well, flying a Nazi flag isn't politically neutral. Well, if a kid comes into the fucking school with a fucking Swazi on his backpack, handle it the same way you fucking did it in my day. You tell him he can't take that backpack to school and he's probably fucked up and weird. Talk to his parents. No one's running through the school corridors waving fucking Nazi flags and waving fucking Confederate battle flags. That's not happening. But that is happening with this pride shit. The idea that one side of that is super evil and the other side is just perfectly virtuous is a lie.
This is also going to put us more in line with what we're seeing from the federal side of things recently, as we saw any federal building now can only fly American flags as it comes down to those.
The U.S. flag is for everyone that stands under it, as long as you're a citizen. It shouldn't tear people apart. That's leftist commie propaganda, making you hate yourself.
A couple clarifications with this as it pertains to the K through 12. There are instances where in classrooms you have curriculum that is needed to use a flag, such as World War II, Civil War. You may have a Nazi flag, you may have a Confederate flag. And so you are allowed to display those flags for the purpose of those lesson plans.
Did you hear that, lefties? It's not saying kids can just come in there and start waving fucking German flags. It's saying that in the context of like a lesson on World War II, it might be necessary to display a fucking Nazi flag, as they were a big part of World War II. There is no good reason you have for displaying a fucking gay pride flag. Other than, well, we want to support queer and trans and gay youth. And, well, what about all the other kids that aren't that? What about the kids that think that's fucking evil? What about the religious gal? Fuck them, though, right? You've made your decision on who's morally correct in that. That's why I say no.
So if it's part of the...
no privatized gay flags or nothing like that. National flag, state flag, school district flag. If you need something other than that, go fuck yourself.
Curriculum, then that is okay. We also are only tackling flags. The definition of flag should be defined there in the substitute of the bill.
A 3x5 cloth sheet with the emblem of a country or group on it that can be hoisted up a pole.
Clearly what a flag is, so this isn't banners, this isn't stickers, this isn't pins. We're keeping this very...
Okay, so you can still have your little gay pride stickers and pins and shit. The school just would not be able to hang one up in the classroom and take a moral side on something that most people in the country, we didn't even care until you started coming after the kids. And I'm not even talking like gay and lesbian people or bisexual people. This is 100% the tease that just co-opted your entire community. Started speaking for all of you. Every time we had a problem with something these new age T's and Q's were doing, they would say that we were oppressing the LGBTQ community. They would drag you into it, whether you were a part of it or not. I think most people, I've known about gays since the 90s and pretty used to you. But these Q's and T's demanding all this special shit, demanding other people have to play their game, making videos on the internet daily that, if you don't like trans people, it's because you're bigoted. No, it's because you're straight. It's because you're fucking normal. This may be really weird for some lefty queers like Laura to hear, but some people don't want dick in their sex life. I thought a lesbian would understand that. But Laura's not a TERF. She believes that as a lesbian, you have to open your life up to cock. As long as the person swinging that cock is wearing panties, it's all the same thing, right? Yeah, enjoy getting fucking raped by perverts because that's what's actually happening to you. There's no such thing as a male lesbian. I protest these things. No, seriously, if you're thinking this is a real male lesbian's a real thing and that's what's in your mind, then it's rape. 100%. Because that person fucking you is not a lesbian. It's a man tricking you into having sex with you. I consider that rape. So enjoy that, because that's your fucking future. That's your non-TERF future. Lesbians can't even just eat pussy anymore. It's ruined shit for everybody, man. Fuck that shit. We're going to protest Elon. Elon Musk has gone too far with his auditing of the government and making people accountable for their spending and shit. It's ridiculous.
Got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. What do you like?
Damn. Well, I think Deus Ex Machina Prime said it all. He said F slurs, man. But he used the word. He used the real word. And then I don't think so 79 for $1. Also used the real word. That brings us about $8. I think about $8 to that culture. I think we can cover that. Let me check my Ko-Fi. It may already be covered. Thank you both. Thank you both so much. And as for our friend Deus Ex Machina, you get a lesson from Mr. T.
Listen up, people. This is Mr. T talking to you. Hey, this is Mr. T talking. It's capital T that rhymes with me. You know, sometimes we get so wrapped up in how a problem bothers us, we don't see what the problem really is. So when you get your feelings hurt by somebody you love, think a minute before you cry and moan about your own feelings. Because the person you love might be the one who's really hurting. Take it from me, Mr. T.
I will take it from you, Mr. T. And I'll take this $20 from our friend Deus Ex Machina. Thank you. Well, boomers are mad at Elon. They're mad as fuck. They're not going to stop protesting. Oh, shit. We still had more news to do. We just got over that Utah bill. All right, forget that protest thing. Another pervert in education in the news.
Tonight, an NC State employee is facing some child sex charges, disturbing charges.
I was like my news read to me in front of that office background from Scarface.
Yeah, the project manager who's worked for the
so fucking orange
university since 2014 is facing nearly 24 felonies for child porn. CBS 17's Harrison Grubb is live at the Wake County Justice Center. And Harrison, what have you learned?
Yeah, Jonathan Bell made a quick appearance virtually from jail today. Prosecutors say this all stems from an ongoing investigation.
I bet his booty hole gonna make an appearance in that jail too.
Warren shared graphic and disturbing details about images Jonathan Bell is accused of having.
Damn. What a waste of good hair. What a fucking waste. Every time as a bald man I see something like this, I'm like, shit. Shave your head and send that to me for commissary money, motherfucker.
Of having.
No, I don't want pedophile hair. What if that pedophile shit creeps from the wig into my brain?
I believe they are lewd in nature, given that the angle shows her genitalia focusing on it.
Cary police arrested Bell Wednesday. He's charged with 22 counts of child sex crimes, including 8 first-degree charges for pictures and a video of a young child.
Holy fucking shit, you're terrible. I can't wait until Trump makes it legal just to give you guys the death penalty. Oh, yeah, Laura, is this guy completely innocent? You say 97% of sex offenders are innocent. Just out of curiosity, what about this guy? Is he in the 97%? Do we not know for sure? What if he's a queer deep down? Shouldn't that just exonerate him from everything?
The prosecution says these charges are part of an ongoing investigation after Cary police received a tip from Google about an account potentially downloading child pornography last year.
Know that shit. I don't expect anyone in my audience would need to be told this. But know that, you fucking pervert pedophile motherfuckers out there. You running around in your Chrome browser trying to look at kitty porn, they gonna find your ass. Don't look at me like I'm spilling the secrets or nothing. The news just said it. I'm just rubbing it in their fucking faces.
During the interview, he stated that the Google accounts were his.
Bell was originally charged in September and released on a $250,000 bond. His attorney said
too low.
Says he's fully cooperated with the investigation.
Yeah, you gonna fully cooperate in prison when they bend his ass over and fuck him to death.
He has gone way above and beyond anything that they've asked him to do.
Highlighting this behavior and his ongoing work at NC State as reasons to be lenient with bond.
He had the job before the original charges. He has the job now. He's had the job for 10 years. The job.
Well, don't worry, sir. You may think you're going to prison to get butt-fucked to death, and that's probably true. But a woman in Austin, Texas named Laura thinks you're completely innocent. You and everyone else who's ever raped a child or exploited them or downloaded child pornography or anything like that. 97% is the number she gives. That child pornography was just put on your computer by white supremacists and evil people who just wanted you to go to jail because you're something, either whether gay or brown or something. You will fall into some category as long as you are not a straight white male. That's the only time you're actually guilty, is if you're a straight white male. Would you be surprised to hear she says that shit like in those words? You won't be, because I spoiled that part of the video just now. Now, protests and activism, man. I fucking hate those people. Seriously. Tonight in protests and activism, the thing you just saw, but another video of it.
We don't have to. Hey,
my heart.
Why do you get so?
These anti-Elon protesters are all boomer libs. Boomer libs are like the worst. They're the old hippies. Or they're the old nom vets. I know a boomer lib who's a nom vet, and he used to be harsh. And then in his old age, he just became a pussy. Like, he moved to Colorado for about 20 years, and they just turned him into the biggest, softest pussy. He didn't have to live around the problems. You know, when he moved from Texas, he no longer had, like, neighborhoods full of illegals and all that crime and shit to worry about. He could sit up in the mountains with his altruistic ass and feel like he was just better than everybody. Oh, I know the answers to all of your problems. You're all just evil bigots, and America's a fascist country. And somehow, because I fought in Vietnam, that validates my fucking opinion on this. It doesn't. You probably took some blows to the head. That's why you're stupid now, Rick.
Emotional though. Stop. Like, let's just have a conversation.
We need to weed out of political affiliation.
Boomer libs are just, they're the worst. They're just, the belief they have, their self-righteousness is, it's like a horseshoe theory thing. It's like when they're in college, they have that self-righteousness complex. And then it kind of calms down through middle age, and then they hit fucking retirement and have nothing to do, and their grandkids are going to college and they want to relate to them and start watching MSNBC. It makes them feel so cool and relevant in politics. Now they're involved in politics online and they've got something to do and a purpose. And no, fucking make cookies and shut the fuck up.
It's free speech.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, we're talking. It's good, all good.
You wanna give your thoughts?
Too much of that nom acid, man. That's why I say don't do acid. If you're gonna do shrooms, that's up to you. I don't recommend it after a certain age, but acid chemicals, yeah, you should probably stay away from that.
It's just the U.S. flag with the hunter stuff. It's a hunter's hat. It's no political. I promise.
It looks political.
It's not
It
political.
looks political. It's a bunch of deer heads and shit. You're a fuck, but I'm just gonna persecute you and shit talk you. It's just the flag of the United States, but with deer. It's about hunting, man.
Cool, I promise. This is just a brand.
Why are you wearing it then?
Because it's cold.
So it's Cabela's. You never heard of Cabela's?
Oh yes, I've heard.
Yeah. So like.
So why are you so mad, bitch? It's a Cabela's hat.
Also seen the flag used in ways that's very disrespectful.
Okay.
And my parents were.
So you just pop the fuck off at everybody like that? That's your thing? That's what you do? You're that kind of moral superiority?
Both in World War II.
I can see that.
I think it's a symbol, and I think that you're trying to make a statement.
I promise you, I'm not. Honestly, I got this as a gift.
Oh, honey.
I promise you.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Let me see what's even on
Oh,
here.
you're so innocent.
Yeah, I mean, it's got geese and elk. I mean, this is what Oregon's about. It's kind of like an Oregonian thing. You don't like that?
You're so innocent.
Give me now she's got to retreat into sarcasm and giggling. You're so innocent. Yeah, because you're wrong. Because you're fucking wrong. Because you have no more argument you can make, but you can't come to terms with the fact you were wrong about something. Now it goes this immature giggling and shit. Just write it off. You just don't understand. You're just too stupid.
Hold on.
You act like I have Trump.
Shit like this is why people fucking hate you. Shit like this is why if the election was held again today, you'd have the same fucking result. You have learned nothing. People like Laura, people like this have learned nothing. You are not going to shame people into doing what you want. You are not going to tell people fucking out and out lies or shit that just doesn't even make sense. Like, well, people that are in our country illegally should just be allowed to stay even if they commit crimes. Why? Because everyone should just be able to come to America. Then we don't have a country. Then we're some fucking international DMZ zone.
Face on here or something. This is just a hunting thing.
You're so innocent, honey. Come
We are
on.
entitled to our own culture, our own fucking language, our own system of laws, and by God, our own fucking borders and land.
Give me a break. Pretend I'm your mama.
I know.
Pretend I'm your mama.
Okay, I will. My mom died last year, so I would love that.
I am so sorry. That's
You really
a
think
story
Um,
too.
You really think this is like I'm trying to like be malice out here?
Tell
Like
me what you think of Elon
like
Musk.
I have bad intentions with this hat?
No, tell me what you. I think Elon Musk has bad intentions.
We can't talk about Elon until
and
we
you
get
just
over this
said that.
because you're like
No,
thinking
you
I'm out.
Why? Why? Do you know why you're scared of Elon Musk? For the same reason you're scared of Donald Trump, because you know you fucking got it coming. Because you know for the last 4 years, you have tried to shame and demonize and manipulate these people. And they came out on top, which you were betting everything against, and now you got it coming. And you don't want to take your fucking medicine. Every one of our concerns for the last 4 years was hand-waved off, and we were just fucking bigots and Nazis, even though what we were mad about was not bigot or Nazi shit most of the time. I'll say Nazi shit, never. Maybe some bigoted shit. Some you might consider bigoted sometimes. I'll give you that. I do say some fucked up shit. But no, for the most part, it has nothing to do with Nazi or bigoted shit. Things like, again, our country having borders. Every swing voter has been insulted by one of you. Why the fuck would we vote with you? We hate you now. Elon Musk he's gonna what? What is he gonna do? He's gonna cut down the government. He's gonna make sure that's something I want to happen. Oh no, he's gonna fire IRS agents. Oh, whatever will we fucking do? You are mad that Democrat corruption is now going to get exposed. You're going to look bad by extension because you have tied in your whole life and morality with fucking politics. That was your bad choice.
Said Elon Musk has bad intentions. Thank you. I totally agree. Have a great day.
You know what? Elon Musk should be president in 2028. What do you think about that?
I think he does have bad intentions. And I'm glad. I have watched the news media and government and the left as a whole do everything they could to destroy these people, legally and otherwise, in and out of the fucking courts. Call them rapists, molesters, Nazis, everything. I think you got it coming.
I think that Elon Musk has no skills and no ability.
Well, he's the richest.
Oh yeah, the richest man in the world who sends rockets into fucking space as more or less a hobby because he's that rich and successful. He has no skills. Look at them all pretending Elon Musk is the world's biggest dumbass now. 10 years ago, he was on Big Bang Theory. They loved him. They loved Elon Musk and Tesla and everything till they took one of his kids and pushed him too far. And then they went and protested Tesla because, apparently they think Elon's in the building.
Fuck you!
More fucking boomers. You can't get them Antifa kids out right now. They don't know what to fucking do. They don't want to go to the Mexican protests because they don't speak Spanish. And they can't hang out with these old-ass boomers because they just don't give a fuck. I think they've just been fucking demoralized. Everything was about Israel and Palestine, and Biden wasn't really on their side. They hated. They got nothing now. They're just flailing wildly. You should read Laura's Blue Sky, man. It is wild flailing. Basically this. Look, what the fuck? Everything is bloodthirsty death threats with these people. Everyone's got to be in fear for their life because they're so mad they didn't get what they want. And the only way they can justify that shit is by saying you're some great evil that deserves death, whether it's true or not. You know why they think they can say kill Elon? Because they're just going to call him a Nazi, and Nazis deserve to die. That's already been made clear. That's already part of our lore.
Stop the coup! 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 Stop the coup!
How is he stealing from us? How? How is this a coup? How is he stealing from us? Why does the richest man in the world have any financial incentive to take money from the government? Seems like not working at his corporations would be a pay cut. Is revenge part of it? Yeah, I'm willing to fucking bet. But that doesn't make him wrong either. And that doesn't make him stupid. And that doesn't mean that you know why you're protesting. I'm willing to bet most of you don't. I'm willing to bet no matter what happened once Trump got into office, at least 80% of you ignorant, useless, pathetic losers would have just found something to go out with a sign to scream about because you got fucking nothing. Your family hates you, you annoy the shit out of them, and you're a couple of years from ending up in a fucking home. All of ya! And now it's time for a lesson with Mr. Reddit. Mr. Reddit, please take it away. We are your class.
The only thing that bothers me more than him is all the Republican senators and congressmen who just keep going along with it. It's not because they believe in it. You gotta know they don't believe in it. They don't believe in any of it. They're just afraid that he's gonna talk smack about them.
I don't know why you AI'd this face, but whatever.
And Truth Social, and then they're gonna lose their job in an election. So they're just doing whatever he says, which is the worst possible thing, because that's called a dictatorship. Jesus Christ, you don't see that? I'm not kidding. When I say wipe that smile off, I don't care if that's a detention. I just wrote you a referral mentally. You're going to detention for bringing up politics in class.
You're going to detention for bringing up politics. Wipe that smile off your face. What if it was a social justice warrior talking about social issues? Would they also get referred? Oh, no. So they have to very specifically adhere to your brand of political belief or else. You're going to get fired for this.
You want to go for two?
You want to go for two? Huh? You want a fresh one?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
After all
where's Janitor Carl?
Up with you for the last 2 years and talked you up and stood your back when
I imagine he didn't want to dox himself.
they ripped you. You what? You say what? What?
What? And suddenly shattered glass plays and Stone Cold kicks in the door and starts getting in this teacher's face.
Are you serious? Treating me with that disrespect? Are you serious? Are you serious?
The kid said calm down. Yeah, I did talk over that.
Are you serious?
This is what happens when there's no masculinity left. When you tell a man to calm down and he reacts like a woman.
I don't care if that's a detention. I just wrote you a referral mentally. You're going to detention for bringing up politics in class. You want to go for two?
Control yourself, man.
Excuse me? Excuse me? After all I put up with you for the last 2 years and talked you up and stood your back when they ripped you. You what? You say what? What?
Yeah, the teacher stood up for you one time. That means you have to avow all of his opinions and shit. Otherwise, he takes it really personally.
Are you serious? Treating me with that disrespect?
Hey, man. Calm down, Mr. Reddit. It's okay. Excuse me.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I am serious.
Are you serious?
Yes!
If I could take back your letter of recommendation from college right now, I would.
Well, too bad you can't, F-slur.
You talk to me like that?
Yeah?
After everything I've done for you?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? No detention. Don't ever talk to me again personally. You can ask questions in class. You say anything in class without raising your hand, you go to detention for a week. From now on. Disrespect me like that?
Man, you need to go full fucking John Bender on this one. Fuck it. Do it for your ancestors, boy. Like, no. Yes. You want another one? Yes.
You got your letter.
That's 2 months. 2 months, I've got you.
So now everything's good, right? You got your high grade on the midterm, so everything's good. Now you can treat me like that? After all I've stood up for you, you punk ass. You really gonna do that to me?
I mean, the teacher called you a punk ass. I think you have to beat him up now. Blando for 5 says, bye and safe journey, Leaf. AP, say goodnight to Susan. Good night, Susan. I hope you have a great evening, and I'll see you next Rumble Wednesday when we look at our fresh and clean girl who says so. Cooler King came in for 20, which, by the way, allows us to drop culture, and says, I like the surfer girl. Let's see some culture. Culture on the way, sir, and thank you very much.
White people.
Thank you very much, Cooler King. Now, not to be outdone, Mr. Bacon came through for 10. And that would have done it. That would have dropped culture. We only were $8 away. But that puts us over. That puts us closer to our next bomb. Thank you very much. And good attempt, Mr. Bacon. I will give you partial credit for that bomb. Not that it probably matters to you, but it matters to me. I feel like it was a good attempt. Bane Coop said, fat bitch powers are neutralized. Nobody cares, lib cunts. That's right. Being fat, ugly, or liking to eat pussy or suck dick out of a fucking pair of panties or whatever you're into no longer gets you special privileges, except for from your partner in bed. Probably get a finger in the butt. Bane also says, I've changed my mind. Vietnam was good, but it didn't destroy enough boomers. We should have sent women, too. I don't know how many of us would be here. That might have, like, a ripple effect through time. I want to be careful with killing extra people with time travel. It can go really bad, according to Back to the Future. Bane Coop also says, teachers are worthless. Ego-tripping F-slurs. High school degrees are worthless. Just government daycare. You're not wrong about that at this point. I can't even lie to my kid. I'm like, just, you've got to make good grades on paper. But the people that you know now and the things you're learning now probably will serve you really no purpose as an adult. And Johnny Bonsacco for 10 says, if not giving a fuck about race, sex, or who you're fucking makes me a racist, bigoted Nazi, then guilty as charged. This black supremacist gender ideology bullshit needs to die a horrible death. You're doing fantastic work, people. Thank you very much. I believe the same thing. I want everyone to let that shit go. Step up to the table and take what's yours. Donald Trump wants you to be successful. People of color, all of you, even white people too. He wants everyone to be as successful as possible. You're just not gonna fucking get it for free. Eat shit if you think you can. Mortal Kombat! Fat. NYPD. That's Stryker out there. And that's the end of the fight. They didn't even make it to the end of the song. It's a sad, pathetic situation when that happens. You weak, pathetic fools! I've come for your souls! And I'm going to give it to Bane Koof, who says, don't fire Mr. Reddit. Send him to an inner city school. If he thinks he gets no respect now, wait till he gets a load of those kids. He used a different word. A word that began with N. Either way, they will yeet him or he'll yeet himself. A weak whiner will be gone permanently. Nothing of value would be lost, Bane. Not a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. I have to skip a few things, actually. We're running really late. You know, we're going to do some old gold. Old gold is important. We have to see where we've been in order to go boldly into the future. Tonight in Old Gold. The old dick twist.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
Shut the fuck up. He's giving good advice.
You twist that dick!
There is no rule against the dick twist. Do it. This man should be in the corner. He should be coaching.
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
No one needs your opinion.
Grab his dick and grab his dick, 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 grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude.
The old dick twist.
This is an MMA fight, dude.
That's a technique that's been passed down through the sandwich family from generation to generation. Father to son, much like Tanaka family ninjutsu, until finally they taught it to Frank Dukes and he delegitimized it completely. I'm sorry about that.
Twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god.
The old dick twist!
That's right, the old dick twist!
The old dick twist! The old dick twist! Dick twist!
You see, he's using that masterful Wing Chun dick twist technique right there. That's the
dick twist!
See how he's low-key teaching us how to do the dick twist. So you grab it, see, it's called the dick twist, but you see what he's doing right there with the other hand is cupping the nuts, separating the dick and the nuts. The dick twist is a devious technique. And it should only be used by trained individuals who can use it with discretion and care. But never use it on the feds, because they'll shoot you. But what you can do if the feds come to your door is talk a bunch of shit like this guy in Old Gold.
Hey, how can I help you?
Hey there, Jeremy?
Yeah.
How are you?
Who are you?
I'm Agent O'Donnell with the FBI.
Can you give your full name, please? Is that sufficient to identify as only one O'Donnell affiliated with the FBI? Could you please state your full name, sir?
Stop recording.
No. It's First Amendment right. What's your name, sir? Absolutely not. You can show me your name and identification, or I'm going to go back inside my house.
Okay. I don't really want to broadcast.
Oh, this is going out right after you guys walk away. So you can show me your name or ID, you can walk away.
We just want to talk to you.
I'm not going to talk to people who claim to be federal agents unless they can show me identification.
You see our badges?
I need to see... Is your full name on that badge?
No.
I'd like to see something with your full name or I'm not going to talk to you.
It's free not to broadcast.
This will be going online as soon as you walk away.
All I want to do is talk to you about a post that was made, and if you
Well,
happen to be the
I want to talk to you about you guys coming here. Say you make a salary of, I don't know what, low 100K? You guys making six figures? Factor in 50% expenses, overhead, maybe 100% expenses. Talking about burning a couple $100 an hour just here, let alone all the time you guys are spending to investigate something that you know is not against the law, right? Like you're familiar with. So then why would you come?
Because we wanted to make sure that there weren't any.
No, you're coming because you're part of a regime that does this kind of thing when you know laws aren't being broken. And that's an embarrassment, man. Didn't you guys read the Constitution? Do you not believe in America?
Now, remember when Ben Stiller was talking to us earlier about being afraid if you said something wrong, the government would come knocking at your door now? First time, Ben?
Like, how do you do your jobs and go home?
We appreciate it.
You're walking away. Because nothing we did is against the law, and you guys are fuckheads that try to act like bullies. And I hope you go home and are embarrassed. You can't even say your name on camera because you know that what you're doing is embarrassing. You know Americans that believe in the Constitution think you're laughable. And you go home and you think about what you did today.
Yeah, you go home and you have a good think. You think about what you've done. You spank yourself. Mwah, that was choice Old Gold. I love that dick twist. But what I don't love is having to do cringe talk. But I will, because I kind of like you guys a lot.
I paid $50,000 to fly first class to New Zealand, with my mom, of course, because we were too tall to fit in economy. But the seats were smaller than we expected when we arrived. We tried to lay our seats down all the way, but we realized our legs were still way too long to fit. $50,000 wasted. I want a refund.
You should want a refund because you know you wasted $50,000 because you spent all that money to show us your ass and you could have done that for free. Cringe talk.
Oh yeah, bro, you good? Just walk past, bro.
Crosswalk, dumbass, duh.
What the fuck?
The cringe part is these kids doing a TikTok still don't know they did anything wrong. Cringe talk.
Good over here. When I ordered the whole lobster, I didn't know it was going to be alive. What you mean? Like, it's moving. Nah, bro. For real?
Are you in the table for the lobster?
Yeah.
They put it on the window for the to make it. And the server came and he just grabbed it.
Oh.
So I'm like...
So he's just going to cook it?
Yeah, they're going to cook it.
They're cooking the lobster, bro. Thank you so much. No way, bro. You just cooked our lobster.
Okay, so you just stole food, unnecessarily killed some lobster, and probably got some guy in trouble for doing absolutely nothing wrong. You're a little bit of a fuckhead. Cringe talk.
Yo, you good, son?
I am. I told you I'm from Africa. Ethiopia. You know me. I'm down. No?
Yeah, what you doing up here?
Because I think I was looking for you.
What you looking for me for?
I like you.
You got the wrong door, man.
No.
Yeah.
I got the right person. Maybe it's the wrong address, please.
Yeah, it's the wrong address.
I'm not female. There is a difference between female and woman. Female is just for your pussy, for your dick and money. I'm from Africa. I cook clean, good laugh, got juicy tight, spicy. But in America, the woman work, they control the man because they work. In Africa, woman doesn't work. Their job is taking care of the man. If a man...
Yo, bro, that's a demon. You need to cut that bitch's head off. Cringe talk. The lack of awareness on liberal white people is off the fucking charts. So that's what they do. They're just beaners that cook food for you. Huh? That's okay. I don't even think you know what you just did. Cringe talk. Oh, no, you made a mistake, man. It's totally okay to hate things that are stupid, useless, and weird, like you. Cringe talk.
Now look at me and tell me, who's a good girl?
Think I need someone.
Okay, not only are you creepy, gay, and a rapist, but you're talking to me like I talk to my dog. Who's a good girl? Don't do that. Women don't like that shit. And men don't like it either. I don't care what they fucking tell you in the gay club. Cringe talk.
Hey y'all, just to let you know, in support of the Latin community, we will no longer be buying Coca-Cola products. Pepsi, all the way.
Okay. I'm sure Coke will never recover. Have a George Floyd tribute on me.
Greatest man I never knew came home late every night. He never had too much to say. Too much was on his mind. I never really knew him, and now it seems so sad. I can't breathe. Everything he gave to us took all he had.
Well, if you're not going to take this seriously, neither am I. Ohio. 2:09 a.m. here in fabulous Los Angeles, broadcasting live from Adonis Paul's Pleasure Palace Hotel, Casino Resort and Gun Range. I'm Adonis Paul. Excuse me. I'm Adonis Paul. Excuse me. Damn. I'm Adonis Paul, your food and beverage administrator. Congratulating you for making it all the way through your February the 15th Late Night with Adonis Paul. Good Vibes edition. Positive Vibes Saturday edition. We saw a lot of fun stuff, but the fun doesn't end here, ladies and gentlemen, because our friend Chuck is on tonight, and hopefully we'll be playing some True Beverly Hills. So me and Leaf have something to watch together while we wait for her plane. So ladies and gentlemen, I invite all of you to come down to Chuck's Theater with us. Link in the chat now. Should be in both chats. If not, I'll go over to Rumble and drop it there too. You might not understand why I hold True Beverly Hills in a special place in my heart. Well, it's because we didn't have a lot of channels when I was a kid, and it was on. You know, we didn't have all the choices you kids have today. You don't know the struggle, but you're going to learn tonight on Trader Horn, and I'm going to see you there. I'm Adonis Paul, your food and beverage administrator, wishing you a fond farewell and letting you know there's no need to kill yourself. We'll be back on Monday, and I want to see you there. Don't do it. Later.